What's going on, YouTube? Cult of Collectors. And we have our Christmas special tonight with special guests Justin Riggins. And as usual, we got Jody and Charlie.
Hey, hey.
And myself,
Hey.
John. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing all good.
Doing good.
And I guess tonight we're going to kind of do our favorite Christmas movies. And anybody out there watching, we'd like you guys to join in and tell us your favorite Christmas movies. And, you know, for most of the stuff I have in my stack are all Christmas movies. But if you have something that's not necessarily a Christmas movie, maybe something you like to watch every Christmas season or something that reminds you of Christmas, tell us about that. It can even be television related and anything like that. So
I have one that's based around Christmas, but it's not really a Christmas movie. So yeah, I'll be mentioning it later.
Yeah, I have one
Actually, two
like that as well.
Cool.
I got a couple.
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Should we, Justin?
Paper, rock, scissors. How about the guest? Yes, for real.
Yeah, Justin, you go first.
So what are we doing? Just
favorite Christmas movies.
Favorite one of all time?
Well, not favorite one of all time, but just like favorites in general.
Don't make me make this a top 5 and actually pick a number 1. Please don't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'd have to say my favorites are Elf, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, Santa Claus, Tim Allen, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I'd have to say runner-ups are Nightmare Before Christmas, Jingle All the Way, A Christmas Story, Polar Express, and Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and I have a bunch of stories based off that movie just because my mom always tells me that every Christmas, trying to embarrass me because I would always dance around the house with the kid, or as a kid with a broomstick and like a top hat, and I'm like 3 years old. And every year ever since I've like brought my wife home for Christmas, she'd always tell me, "Look how cute he was, and Jason around the house with the little broom and the top hat." And I'm just like, "Oh, thanks, Mom."
Like Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh, you're embarrassing me.
But yeah, those are my favorites.
Let's try to just go like one at a time if you guys don't care, and we'll kind of.
I'm fine with that.
Sure.
We'll go around and just show your copy of it, and we'll talk about it a little bit. Then
I'll go first because I have one right next to me in general, and it's one he said already, but it is the Polar Express. I don't know who's seen it, who hasn't seen it, but this is one of my favorites because Tom Hanks did a really good job with this movie. It's all Tom Hanks, and that's awesome.
Absolutely. And it's so unique. The special effects that they did in that movie with the 3D animation and just really made it lifelike. That was one of the first movies that I really ever done that in that kind of sense. And I can only think of another one that does something like that. It's like the Adventures of Tintin. They kind of do something like that. But yeah, as a first Christmas movie doing something like that, it's very unique and interesting. But,
and I heard it's going to come out in 4K next year, possibly.
Oh, that'd be cool. I hope they do an awesome steelbook collector's edition for that one.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
John, did you ever see Polar Express?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
it's a good one.
I haven't seen that one. Yeah,
it's
Jody, did you see it?
Listen, I don't want to bring this down right off the bat.
Son of a.
What's going on,
but I've seen it. It just never did anything for me. I'm sorry.
Aw.
We actually just
so you've seen it, but you're not a fan of it. Okay.
No, I mean, it's fun. It was a good one-time view, but it's not like one of those things that I got to watch every Christmas like a lot of people do on this one. I get it. But
I would say the same thing. It's definitely in the top 20, I would say, but not. I wouldn't.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There are some people. It's like they're Scrooge. They got to watch it every year. I'm just like, it was fun the first time. I can't.
I see that.
Funny enough, I don't own Scrooged with Bill Murray.
That's one I have here.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
I do own it, but I did not put it with my list.
Shitter's full.
Yep, Shitter's full.
Full.
Somebody made a T-shirt. I think it's on somebody's like Etsy store of like the entire speech that he does, or that just whole rant that he goes into before his boss shows up. when Eddie went and got his boss. The whole damn speech is on a T-shirt. Like that's the greatest shirt ever.
Hallelujah!
Somebody,
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Where's the Tylenol?
Where's the Tylenol?
Somebody had a meme. I think I seen it today, or yesterday, but somebody had a meme of it's Eddie doing the scene from It's Shitter's Full, and coming out of the sewer was the clown from It.
From It.
And
Pennywise.
I see somebody
gagging. Yeah.
I see somebody or a couple people in the comments so far brought up Home Alone. I got it off to the side. I got the little 2 steelbook, Home Alone 1 and 2 that they did.
Nice.
It
I didn't even know they had a steelbook for that, unless that's a custom you had.
No. I think this dropped last Christmas, I believe.
Yeah,
Really?
Last
dropped
Christmas.
it along with
Is that just a Blu-ray?
Yes. Yeah. No, it's just the Blu-ray of each one and 2.
Yeah, I've got
have
the
both the
regular
Home Alones.
1 and 2. I have the Blu-ray, but I also have the 4K of the Part 1. So
Yeah, they did that.
I don't know why they didn't do the 4K of both. At the
I don't.
same
Yeah.
time, but,
Well, it's funny. I heard Geekeb said that it's being considered for next year.
that'll be good.
I would like to thank Kal-El for including Batman Returns because yes, that is a Christmas movie.
That is technically a Christmas movie. Yes.
It
I was
100%
debating
is.
on that one, and I asked my who did I ask? Anyway, they were like, "It's not a Christmas movie." I'm like, "Yes, it is. It's
totally
always
Christmas
around
movie.
Christmas time." That's like,
Like they kill the one chick in a Christmas tree. I mean, it's a Christmas movie.
yeah, that's like Die Hard. My wife and I had a debate on if that was a Christmas movie or not. I'm like, it's a Christmas movie. I'm like, go Google search it, and you're like, the only reason it's a Christmas movie is because the name, or there was like listing a bunch of like reasons why, and it was like the wife's name was Holly, and it's around like Christmas time, and like it was like a different reasonings, and I'm like, see, it's a Christmas movie.
Well, it's a Christmas party that they're at.
Yeah,
that's true.
But,
it's an office Christmas party. So, I mean, I agree that it's a, Christmas movie. And hell, this one I love. It's a Christmas horror movie. Krampus.
Krampus.
Oh, I've never seen a Krampus movie. I want to.
I just got the 4K, what do they call it? The naughty edition?
The naughty cut.
The naughty cut. I just got that. Yeah.
I need to get it. I'm just kind of, again, strapped for budget wise to be able to get a lot of stuff. So
I think I've actually seen that one. I've seen that one, I believe. So yeah,
I enjoy it very much.
I'm going to throw one of my top ones out here just because I'm excited. I just got the Blu-ray. I was super shocked that it came with a slipcover because apparently finding it with the slipcover is rare nowadays. But I also ordered a custom steelbook for it. So that's coming. But I got the Muppets Christmas Carol.
Nice.
I saw that. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, but I don't have it in my stack because I don't own it. I have Mickey's Christmas Carol.
I was surprised I didn't own it. I was shocked because I was like, I want to make a steelbook for that. And I went to my little app that I have. And I was like, I don't own that movie. I was super shocked I didn't own this movie already.
That's one I've seen when I was a kid. That like back then, you don't really have appreciation as you do as an adult, and I'd like to watch it now again, just so I can relive it.
And there's definitely some adult thing. The Muppets always did that. There's some adult little things you would have never caught on to as a kid.
What did that person say, John?
Kal-El said it's number 1 in my top 5 Batman and clearly Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's a good
ends
film.
The movie saying Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, goodwill towards men and women.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Clearly.
Apparently I can't read tonight for some reason. So.
No worries. No worries.
Yeah, that's Keaton's a very good Batman. I'm honestly excited to see him in Flashpoint.
I am excited for that too.
I hope they give him plenty to do. I hope it's not just a 5-minute, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Got a little cameo.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they do it justice just like No Way Home did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Give it.
And I know John hasn't watched it yet, so he can't really say anything.
That's all right. If you guys want to talk about it, you can. I've seen it broken down and spoilers through some of the people I listen to. So
I just don't know if it's safe. I don't know if it's safe to. I mean, it's still opening weekend. I know a lot of people's already seen it 12 times. I just don't know if it's safe to have a open conversation about it. This
No, there's
Sunday
already
weekend,
people. No, I'm sure we could talk about it now because there's
Live
a
stream gets
bunch of
cut
people
due
talking
to-
about it.
Yeah, yes. Somebody at YouTube's gonna be like, turn it off.
Spoilers, your
Yeah.
stream has been copyrighted or something.
So,
I don't know. I've actually seen that
do you
happen.
have another movie, Justin? wanna
Yeah,
say
I
that?
have one, and I think it does fall around Christmas time, but the Gremlins.
That's
Oh,
what I got
yeah.
in my stack.
Heck yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's
That's a good
a
one.
good film. I like that kind of scary Halloweenish, and you're
Yeah.
mixing two different holidays together, and it's it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, because I got it too. That same steelbook.
Yes, I got that one. I love
Yeah.
the steelbook, especially the no lights, no water, and no food.
Yeah.
Like the
After
icon-
midnight.
icons after midnight, right? Yeah, it's a good film.
Oh yeah. And this is Cal L? Is that what that's?
No, he said
Kal-El's
it's
all over
tied.
this tonight.
He said it was tied for 5th in his Christmas movies. I'm sorry. I mean, I read.
Oh,
I flubbed that reading. Sorry, Cal.
no worries. Yeah, and then of course I got this one, Christmas Story. I always call these the ugly sweater edition because that's technically what it is.
That's cool.
For
I like that.
slipcover
Yeah,
wise.
I could have swore I'd bought that, and I don't have it. I couldn't. If I have it, I couldn't find it.
Aw.
I,
Bad
Santa.
Santa.
it's not so much part 2 I like. This is the only copy I have of my other copy's DVD of regular Bad
Oh.
Santa. So I don't. have it in
I love the
case.
first one. I love the first one.
The first
haven't
one's
s-
awesome. That's what I bought this out for. The first.
I've heard a lot of people were disappointed with number 2.
Yeah, it was so.
I don't remember if I watched it.
I've
I've
watched
never
it,
seen the
but I
first
can't really
one.
remember it. Not like I can remember.
Yeah,
the first one.
I know. Yeah, everything I can remember, I know is from the first one. So if I did see the second one, it didn't stick. So obviously, it wasn't that good.
I haven't
What else do you
seen
have in your
any
stack,
of them,
Jody?
to be honest.
Let's see. Here's a retro. It's in a DVD case, but I don't care.
Oh,
Ernest
Ah!
Saves Christmas.
Ernest, yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, there you go, John. John knows what's up. He knows what's up. I'm having a
There
See,
you go.
we're all on board with this.
Yeah.
I'm having a steelbook made for this one too, because
Well-
I can't not do it.
Is that the only Ernest movie that didn't get released in Blu-ray? Because they released like basically all of his movies in Blu-ray several years
When
ago.
Not all of them are on Blu-ray.
When I searched, like, because my top ones are Goes to Camp, Saves
Mhm.
Christmas, Scared Stupid, and Goes to Jail.
Yeah.
And out of those 4, Saves Christmas is the only one that hasn't gotten the Blu-ray,
Which is very sad.
which is very sad.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a
Must
right
be a-
situation or what.
Well, since
Must
we're
be.
on like Christmas movies that are DVDs, not technically Blu-ray, but I'm sure this one has a Blu-ray. I just didn't get to upgrade it, and it was Prancer.
Prancer.
That one.
I
Yeah.
remember that when I was a
Haven't seen
kid.
that one.
Yeah, I haven't. It's been a long time. I couldn't tell
Yeah,
you.
Sam Elliott is the dad in this movie.
Oh, okay, cool.
Gosh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's actually one of the better ones, in my opinion. And I do have another DVD one, but I figured I'd give someone else a chance to take the screen.
The comment in the
Hey,
we
Bill's
got
back.
Bill's back, and he put
Bill,
a Bill Murray movie
Bill,
in his.
this was
comment.
for you. There you go, Bill.
Scrooged.
There you go, Bill.
Not seen it. I wanted to.
I found this steel book at a used store, and I had to buy it because that was
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Haven't seen it.
Sorry, Bill.
I'm with you, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm with you all the way. Thanks
But I
for
do have
coming
other
back.
movies of yours.
Yeah, right? I should make a Bill Murray section. I really should.
Hell, they should just like have a Bill Murray box set.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That'd be a lot of studios fighting over that, probably, though.
No.
Probably. Like, no, we get this. No, we get that. You know. How about this? Just split it up.
Haven't seen it.
Or just
What does that say?
split the money. We get certain percentage.
Never seen
you
the
get a certain
Ernest one.
percentage.
Kal-El, you
What?
gotta get on the Ernest boat, okay?
Yeah.
Kind
Especially.
of
I
got
mean,
a.
go ahead, John.
I said you. Well, I mean, you don't have to be a Jim Varney fan, but he's from basically where I live here. He's from
Yeah.
Lexington, Richmond, Kentucky area. So
he's buried up there
He's
too.
from
He
there.
didn't go get
Yeah.
famous in Hollywood and get buried in Hollywood. He's buried in Kentucky.
Nice.
yeah, all the Hay Vern stuff it was regional. I don't know where he was exactly doing it out of. I think actually he may have did it out of Nashville. To be perfectly honest with you, is where it kind of originated. But it was kind of broadcast originally to this region,
Right.
Central. So I'm not
I loved him
positive
as
about
Jed
that.
Clampett.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he did a great Jed Clampett.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. I felt like he was
Yeah.
born for that role.
Yeah.
And Kal-El, don't start with Ernest Saves Christmas. You have to start with
Yeah.
Ernest Goes to Camp. Okay,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Yes.
do it right.
Yeah.
Only one I've seen is Go to Jail. That's a good one.
Yes. That's one of the better ones.
Yes, it's definitely one of the better ones. He does so many
That,
different impressions in that one.
Oh, I know. Oh
I
my
had
God!
that
Like
show.
Scared Stupid. His impressions in there are so funny.
Mm-hmm.
I have that show he did here someplace. I don't know where it is. But
That's
it's
right. He
called
did
Hay
have a
Vern.
show.
It was called Hay Vern. It's Ernest.
Do you know the
I don't know where it is.
I could be pulling this out of my ass, but the trolls in Ernest Scared Stupid, they were what was they were did
I
they
know what you're
come
talking
from-
about. They were used
in was it Killer
Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, it was the same thing. They just did different paint jobs.
Yeah.
I was like, heck yeah, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, I saw that because I think it was a YouTube channel that I was watching. His channel is like Minty Comedic Arts, and he's always that 10 things you didn't know about, movies kind of thing.
Yeah.
And one of them, I believe, was Ernest Saves Christmas, and not Save, Scared Stupid, and then talked about that, and I was like, wait, what? Because when you're a kid, you're not paying attention to that kind of thing, know. And when he had pointed that out, and then I looked at the cover of the Killer Clowns.
Yeah, you could see it.
A second.
You could see it in the nose and stuff.
Oh, the head itself. Like I think the long head and then the big old cheeks kind of thing. Like the shape of the Yeah. But yeah. Killer Clowns is a favorite.
This is a kind of a no duh Christmas movie. It's pretty good. I like old movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was one I put in my. But I don't have the steelbook.
No, yeah, and this that artwork on that steelbook is amazing. It turned out.
I have
great.
this one, John.
Yeah, nice.
That
looks pretty good. That looks pretty good too. That cover.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the steelbook because I felt it was too bland, honestly.
Not blown away with the transfer being a 4K. It's black and white, so I mean it's.
I still haven't even watched my 4K Schindler's List, and that's in black and white.
I've seen older movies that on Blu-ray, 2K Blu-ray transfers that probably look better than that one, and that's like a classic. You think they could have come up with some better film stock to transfer it, so I don't understand.
Well, no, I agree with what he's saying, because when I gave my review on the Criterion's Menace to Society, I had that standard Blu-ray, and that was a 2K, rendition. So when I was comparing, I felt like Criterion kind of didn't do it justice, in a sense. Like, these are our first ones. It's basically just a trial run error because we're new to this, being a physical 4K rather than what we've already been doing for years.
Yeah. Kal-El says, what do you guys think about the new T2 steel cover?
It's nice looking, but I didn't get it because of it being the same transfer.
Exactly. That's I agree. It's if you're a diehard collector and if you don't have one, sure. But yeah, like Charlie said, I wouldn't want to buy it just because the transfer's not there.
There you go.
Yeah, see, he did.
Oh, he got it.
I got it.
Question is, Jody, are you trying to have everything steelbook, or what? Listen,
there's no plan here. Okay, there's no plan. Don't ask me if there's a plan.
Sounds like there's a
plan.
It,
he's going for it for sure.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it's a plan because he got a custom-made steelbook for Neverending Stories 1, 2, and 3, but they're not Blu-ray; they are the DVDs.
Well, no, the 1 and 2 are Blu-ray. The third that they never released.
Oh,
but see, I got this version of T2 also. It's from Zavi.
That's so cool,
nice
because that's the original.
Yeah, and it's got embossed and this glows in the dark.
Nice.
And so does that.
Nice.
Dang, I got.
Now, I'll wait until he gets back.
Yeah, I just
I
have it
have
on
one that's
Blu-ray.
kind of like
I've
that,
never,
not really.
I've never rebought it.
That's the one I used to have. I had that one before I got the one from Zabby.
Yeah. I basically took the Blu-ray out of this and stuck the 4K version in there. Not that it
Nice.
Yeah.
Some people do that.
I have plenty that I do that. Well, they'll release the steelbook looked a lot better than anything else. So I just swapped the disc.
Nice.
Yeah. Not that the transferred mattered. You could have left the Blu-ray in there. It's still.
That's true.
So this next one that I have that's DVD, and it's my last DVD one, is it's a double feature, but it's the first one that kind of surrounds a little bit of the Christmas theme, kind of, and that's Grumpy Old Men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good
I
call.
just watched that about a couple
love
years ago.
love these movies.
Yeah.
Like Awkward Ashley just did a reaction to the first one on Friday, and she's like, how are people not giving this the attention that it deserves? This is a really fun, underrated, movie, all around feel good, sad at times, but she was like, it has everything in it, and I enjoyed the shit out of them, in general, because I'm the one who grew up on these films before she even seen it. So
Right.
they're more personal for me than say her.
Yeah.
But she loved it, which is good. Some movies she disagrees with, of course, like where she gives a thumbs down. Like she despises E.T.
How are you gonna be mad about ET?
Yeah, why?
She don't like E.T. She thought it was like one of the worst films. And she also considers Beetlejuice kind of one of those films where I'm glad I watched it, but I would never watch it again.
All right, get her on here. She obviously needs to be spoken to.
I've been trying to get her on here. She tells me she's busy and stuff.
Michael Keaton at his finest.
Yeah, I know,
Maybe Jody, you
means-
should try messaging her and
that
say,
means-
"Hey,
I'll try it.
That means I'm too
I'll
big.
come at her
now.
hard.
Like,
what was that, John?"
I see. Yeah, she's too big now. Way too big for us.
Yeah, we'll
I
get her
guess.
on here.
We'll get her.
100. I mean,
I,
she's probably got over 100K. That's ridiculous.
She
for
does now.
reaction.
There you go. See, I've got that
Yeah.
version. I've got I got two different versions of Beetlejuice, and yeah,
I got two different steelbooks.
This was honestly
Yeah.
when I bought this was the first time I ever seen this movie, and I just fell in love with it the second it came out, and that came out 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you
No,
can get
last year. I think it was last year it came
that.
out.
It was last year. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, Michael Keaton. That's a classic for sure. I watched it the
definitely.
first time. I was like, yep, that's in my top 10.
I don't know if she put two and two together that Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice / Batman. Because she watched
come on.
Batman. And
What's
she
going on
enjoyed
there?
it.
That's Batman.
And it's
Yeah,
the
like-
same director, Tim Burton, and everything. So it's like, you like that, but you didn't like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
going back to Susan's comment, it's down now, but it was up a second ago about saying that the Lionsgate are killing the steelbooks lately. They really are. And
Yeah.
it's not just the nice little slipcover bonus, but they're getting some great artists to come in and do covers. They're not just slapping the old theatrical poster on there. They're actually putting some work in. And I'm really excited to see some future stuff come out from them.
Like Disney.
Well, see, I hope that they put the rest of these on 4K as well, which we were talking about earlier, which is Die Hard being, is it a Christmas movie or not? But I'm hoping that they do give the other films the transfer.
Yeah.
Give it a box set like you did with Rambo and Karate Kid. And
Yes, I was thinking about that the other day. They gave it a box set, but it's not for remastered in 4K at all.
Right.
No, there is a steelbook of the
Right.
Die Hard collection, and I have that.
Yeah.
I'm
And
only
that's-
down with 1, 2, and 3 though. I can't. It's hard for me to get
You
on
didn't
board.
like
Anything.
the fourth one? Live Free or
Listen,
Die Hard?
It
Live Free
No,
and
wait,
Die Hard
4 is
was pretty
good.
good.
4 is good. 5.
Yes. 5
I
was
Which
can't-
one was 5?
Exactly.
It's a good
Uh,
day.
Exactly. Which
Is that? Well, I thought
It's a good day to Die Hard, and that
That's
one was just
all-
5.
yeah, yeah,
5
yeah,
was
yeah,
them
yeah.
5 was them. Hey, we got this movie where this agent
Yeah.
goes to Russia. Hey, you want to know what would make this better? John McClane. Let's go call. It makes no
Well,
sense for him to be there. Zero
and Jackie
sense.
Chan.
Yeah,
Don't forget
Well,
Jackie
it's his-
Chan, because you said
his
Asian.
son's there. His son.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just like we'll make this his son, and
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
just
there you
taking a trip to Russia because people do that.
There you
What?
go.
it's
No.
overdone.
Sounds
Well,
like Police Academy.
Yeah.
at that
Let's
point
make
it
it
should have
so
just
similar.
been done.
It should have been done.
Live Free or Die Hard, the fourth one, because I feel like that they're
Yeah.
just trying to keep the character alive, and it's like it was good then.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we
Four was
enjoyed
good.
it.
Four
You
was
don't have to
good.
continue. That's like them doing remake of Point Break.
There
Oh
was no point
God.
of that. 0 point.
Why?
They should have called it 0 point.
Point zero.
That's what it should- yeah,
Right. Yeah.
0 point. I've
What does
got
that
this.
say, John?
What's this?
Yeah,
all the
even the
Hitman
Hitman
movies
movies
are
are
nice.
nice. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Hitman
Yeah,
movies,
because
I
again,
feel it.
because Jody thought that I was using a computer or laptop or something, and I told him that I've actually been using my phone all these
That's
streams.
crazy, man.
Because he
Every
thought
time I was-
Seabass's phone.
Yeah, well, I used to have the same problem Seabass was having when I was using my phone. Every you guys would just slowly but surely just start lagging so bad that I couldn't keep a conversation with you. So I went out and bought a little laptop, so I'm fine now.
Yeah, no,
Anybody I try to get on here, I just warn them. I was like, if you got a laptop, do that. Don't hit the link in Instagram. Don't do that. That doesn't do anything for you.
You can hit it in Instagram, but you go to the little 3 dot things in the corner to
Pull it up
open and say
through the
open in
browser.
Chrome or
Yeah.
and then that'll fix it because that's what I have to do.
So you're telling me I went and bought a laptop for nothing? Is that what's going on? This could have been Christmas money for my children. I just want you to know that. You could have told me this so long ago.
That's funny. Yeah, I just went to Instagram.com and you can
Cal
pull
L
up
said
your
he's
whole
never
messenger
seen Die Hard.
Yeah.
and just
Cal
pull it
L
up.
has never
Cal-
seen
Never
Die Hard.
seen Die Hard.
What?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Dude.
Damn it.
What's it on? What streaming service is it on? I don't know if it's on any of them,
I
but
don't know.
it's worth watching.
It's definitely it's worth just buying them. Buy all 4 and then stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
good.
you-
I got glare, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Mine has does that not have a slipcover?
No, it didn't. I wish it did, but I got
Yeah,
that
mine comes with.
just recently at a Black Friday sale. It was like $10.
Okay.
So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's worth it. For
Well,
sure.
it's funny how you guys mentioned Home Alone earlier because I do have that 4K Steelbook from Best Buy.
Yes, that one's awesome.
And I thought about updating. I liked the 2-pack better. So I figured eventually I'll just get there you go, John.
Here, I like, yeah.
I think I used to have that one.
I want that collection so bad, the Die Hard collection, but I'm
There
just
we
waiting
go.
for that 4K remastered to do
Yeah.
what they did for Rainbow. You know, like
Yeah.
yeah, that would be so cool. Especially because it's overdue. I guess it's one of the classics like Rambo was back in. That's like an '80s,
Yeah.
like Terminator was, Rambo,
Mhm.
John McClane.
Yeah.
You know, I think they even did that in Call of Duty. They called it the '80s retro collection pack where they had John McClane as a character, Rambo as a character, Terminator, RoboCop. You know, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm actually.
What does
excited.
that say, Cal?
He
I have
owns
them
them. He just hasn't watched them.
Oh,
All right, so you're halfway there.
Yes, it's definitely time for Christmas. Die Hard and Die Hard 2 are definitely Christmas movies, so
This is that's
know.
true. That's true.
you could definitely knock those out. Christmas
well, these are
break's coming.
definitely all Christmas movies right
Oh,
here.
I love
Yes,
that they did
I
that
want
steel
that
book.
one.
I love that steel book so much. Even
Yeah.
though technically we're looking at Dead Santa. I don't know if anybody in the in the art department was like, wait a minute, this is when Santa dies.
Let me look at the artwork in the back. Okay. Let me take the discs out so you guys can see.
I've watched that
actual
movie
artwork.
probably 5 times now since December's begun with my kid. Like my kid has never seen it. Any Christmas
Just the
movie.
first one, or you
Just
taking him? You
all
taking him
three
through
of
the
them.
trilogy? Yeah, okay, there you go.
I've
Yeah.
taken through the trilogy probably 5 times.
Yeah.
It's like something where you're doing something in the kitchen in
Yeah.
the background. And you're like, hey, let's put on Santa
It's
Claus.
basically
Like
the
that.
North
Right.
Pole.
But
Is it Santa in bows on that cover a little bit?
Yeah, it's kind of got this certain type of like 3D printing.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
a little bit above the steelbook. Yeah.
yeah, that's still.
I liked that they didn't put the title on the front of that. It's just Dead Santa. I think that's great.
Susan said, I got Die Hard 4K with the slip at Best Buy on Black Friday sale. And then the stand had an entire stand with them with the slips.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool.
Well, that concludes my stack, just so you guys know.
I got one more, and I like it. I've got the steelbook. It's a German steelbook, so the title's in German.
Okay.
But I like the steelbook because it's vertically printed.
Oh.
But it's the Grinch.
Oh, that's cool.
Ah.
That's different.
Nice.
I thought that was cool. And the back's just got the what you would normally see on the back of a slip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cool matte finish, but I mean, I say it's in German. The only thing on the front that's German is the, so it's just Der Grinch. It's Der Grinch. Der
Dear.
Grinch.
That's awesome.
Dear
But I got it.
Christ.
I got it for super cheap on eBay because there wasn't a disc, so I just went and found the Grinch and slapped the disc in there. So the disc is fine.
That's awesome.
But I'm hoping they'll put out a really good steelbook for that one day.
They did at Best Buy, but it sold out.
What?
very
Yeah, but
fast.
I think I didn't get it because I didn't like it. But I can't picture what it looked like.
Here, I'll see if I can find it.
Trying to get my movies back in order here.
Yeah,
I remember it coming out, and I remember thinking, I like mine better. Oh, that's right. I didn't buy it because Cinemuseum. I've got that version coming, which has the steelbook that Best Buy put out. So yes, I will have that steelbook.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's like I don't know. It shows the Grinch's hand holding an ornament.
Yeah.
It's completely sold out.
Yeah.
That's
why
that
I
went pretty
skipped it.
quick.
I've got it coming in a premium package.
Oh, I got you. Nice.
Who here's like a big fan of Elf?
Me.
Love Elf.
That's my top. That's my
Yep.
favorite one.
I've got it in my
been a
stack.
long time. I have one here that's it's not directly a Christmas movie. It's one of them that kind of takes place at Christmas time. I guess it would be considered a Christmas movie a little bit, but it's called We're No Angels. This is an older movie with Humphrey
Who's in that?
Bogart, Aldo Ray, Peter Ustinov.
Never heard of that one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of people hadn't heard of it, but it's a pretty good movie. I mean, everybody's heard of Bogart, but who directed this? I forget. No, nobody of. No,
You know, if they're to bring
nobody,
back the
but-
franchise of Friday the 13th, they need to bring Jason to Christmas.
That's it.
Yeah,
The only
but,
thing they didn't do.
they did a lot in that franchise. That's the only thing they probably didn't do is bring him around Christmas.
Well, and the thing is they could have done a lot with him, actually, a lot more than what they've given him. I mean, hell, he could have made cameos in, like, you know, Chucky, like if they ran into each other somehow. And
Yeah,
it's
there you
kind of
go.
like, oh, yeah,
There you go. Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
I
I
love
got
that
that on
set.
sale when it was on sale for like $80. on
Yeah, and
Amazon.
I'm
I
so
was like,
surprised that lasted as long as it's lasted.
Me too.
I think everybody, like, their site went down the day of the pre-order launch because I think everybody thought it was going to be another Halloween box.
Yeah.
But you can still get that thing. Shout just did a box set sale and it was still there. So now I feel dumb for buying.
See, and I still
Halloween
need to get
box
the
set.
Halloween movies because I don't have those. But I just don't like being strapped for cash to where I can't really do anything.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I have like a donation, you know, page on donations in my description, you know, saying I have a PayPal or Amazon wish list, you know, if anybody really wants to like support in some way, but nobody's really doing it. And which tells me I don't really have a lot of supporters, but I have people who will watch.
I got a wish list too if everybody's listening, just so y'all know.
Oh, there
It's
you
in my
go. Okay.
link tree. Just link tree.
I have it in my link tree too, and on Instagram, my wish list and my PayPal.
I figured, why not? Girls do it. Why can't I do it?
I know.
Yeah.
I just don't need to flash my chest for you, ladies.
I mean, I will if I have to. You just have to ask
This
nicely.
is
We'll do anything. for
John's like,
Blu-rays.
okay, this has gone way.
John's
adult.
coming back.
well.
Bring
well,
us on
I
back,
was-
John. Bring us on back.
Well,
Sorry.
I was
Go ahead.
going to talk about We're No Angels, but you guys cut me off.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I thought that
No,
was
but
something else.
I'll talk about it here in a minute. But
What you got?
this is something the first time I seen it was at Christmas time. The first time I borrowed it from a next door neighbor of mine at one time, and I watched it at Christmas time. So I ended up buying it a couple months later, and it's something I watch every Christmas. But this is the
Band of
Oh,
Brothers.
yeah.
Band of Brothers
Yeah.
series.
I've heard so many good things about it.
Yeah.
I've not seen it. I can't say that I've seen it, but I've definitely heard a lot. It's got a great cast too. David Schwimmer.
Also,
Who else?
The
Oh, yeah,
Pacific.
Yeah. Those are the same people that
yeah,
did Band of
Yeah.
Brothers. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Cool.
they both made for HBO. Their Band of Brothers is excellent, but the Pacific's really good too. The Pacific, actually watched it when it came out, and for some reason when I watched it, I guess live or whenever they were being broadcast. I didn't like it as much, but then when I bought it and went back and rewatched it, it's better. I guess it's better to watch them all together. I don't know. It's one of those weird experiences.
Yeah. I'm kind of like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if it doesn't catch my attention right away, then I feel like I'm not going to enjoy the actual series.
Yeah. Because I think they were just dropping like 2 episodes of, maybe only 1 episode a week. So it just broke it up to the point where it wasn't as enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Understandable.
I still need to watch it. I haven't watched it yet.
But I do think that maybe the Netflix model where they drop everything at once, I kind of don't like that, because I think it forces them to have to make too much content instead of spacing out the episodes and maybe dropping part here and then part there, because that's kind of what Disney's doing. They're kind of dropping a couple episodes a week or an episode a week, and you get a bigger build up for that. Now, I don't like so much like the Disney stuff, but I like at least that model of their release schedule much better than dropping it all at once. Because I think that's where Netflix has kind of got out of control with just making a lot of crap, because they got to pump it out so fast that people lose attention if it don't come back out. It's because I mean, Cowboy Bebop was terrible.
I never even saw it.
It was pretty terrible, and like it's was only released at this point by like a month, and they've already canceled the 2nd season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
had a lot of people bitching about it too. But Cowboy Bebop's one of those anime series you don't really touch either. So,
right.
You know.
The only anime that I've really watched is very few. Like I like a movie called Ponyo. I like that one. I like Castle in the Sky. Howl's, I can't remember the title right now, but Howl's Moving Castle, I think that's what it's called, or something like that. I can't remember the name exactly, but then Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Aeon Flux. I do know some. I just don't know all anime.
Well, that's some good ones. I don't know all of it anyways because there's so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some people that know tons. I know quite a bit, but I don't know everything.
My son knows more than I do at this point with anime.
Yeah, I got my oldest son's the same way. He's like, was he told me he's into Dragon Slayer? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Dragon Slayer was one of them, but there was one that he was talking
Demon
about.
Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yeah, that's what it is.
Slayer,
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's into that. That's like 90% of his Christmas. Don't tell him. Whoops. Shit.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Christmas movie on Netflix. It's with Kurt Russell. He plays Santa Claus.
Christmas Chronicles.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Fat Man to the table tonight. In that movie you
Mel
like?
Gibson.
Yeah.
I watched that last year. That was weird. I liked it, but it was different. I don't know.
I still need to watch it. Charlie keeps telling me, and I know it's on my list. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, you do need to watch it because it's just one of those like random, and I mean random Christmas type of movies.
The trailer, watching the trailer, I was like, "Oh my god, this looks." There you go. John's ready.
Yeah, it's still in the package. I haven't watched it either.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
We both need to watch it. Yeah.
Well, especially since it's Christmas, I got to sit down and watch it.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's funny because I'm actually Facebook/Twitter friends with the Nelms brothers, the people who directed it and written it.
Yeah.
They're actually from the Central Valley where I live in California. They don't live here now, of course. They live down south, in the LA area. But he randomly saw my review for the movie from when I had put it out, and sadly, sorry, Ian, that when I thought I wasn't going to be doing YouTube anymore, that happened to be one of the movies I forgot, for review wise. But he saw it. The point was that he saw it, and he saw on my profile that it said Tulare, California. And he had asked me about it, and it kind of caught me off guard. I'm like why? You know, and it creeps me out a little bit. And
You look out the window, and he's just like,
I know.
I see what you wrote on my movie.
But
Mel Gibson next to him. You're like, oh shit.
But him and I have mutual friends and stuff. So yeah, we just became Facebook friends.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, Susan said talking about Ghost in the Shell. I was just going to shout out the.
Oh,
I don't know if Jody got the Ghost in the Shell 4K, but that was a wonderful, wonderful transfer.
Yes.
It was a great transfer.
That steelbook was amazing.
Yes.
I forget what section I put that in.
This is why I have it all alphabetized.
Oh, damn it! I'm not doing it.
Now
Doesn't make sense
here.
I don't have anything alphabetized either. It's kind of all.
Can't do it.
Now the Kira was kind of lame. Like they screwed up their disc. They didn't put the HDR version of the 4K on there. They just put like a standard 4K version, and it just didn't look that great. And they were supposed to replace the disc, and I actually contacted Funimation about the replacement disc, and they talked to me for a while, and then they quit sending me emails, and I never received the disc. So
digits.
Huh.
Wow.
There you go. It just took me a second.
But he found it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I have that exact one.
That's Lionsgate again, man. They're killing it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So tell me a little backstory on that movie. There's a 95 version of this, and then is there the one with the Scarlett Johansson version that came out recently?
Yeah.
Not
95
good few
was
years
the
back,
animated
but
version.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's this version too, 2.0, and I think they just went back and added some CG elements
Probably.
to it instead of just using the original, just original hand-drawn
Gotcha.
artwork.
I hope they put Aeon Flux on 4K.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome. And I actually had a question for all of you. Since we were all talking about Michael Keaton, he did a movie, I think it was called Frosty.
Jack Frost.
Where he's where he died, but his soul came back as Frosty the Snowman.
Yes.
Jack Frost. Yes.
Yes. Jack Frost.
Yes.
Jack Frost. Thank you.
Classic.
I couldn't. But
was
there's
on-
another one that's a horror movie that's a Jack Frost movie.
Yes. Yes. There's a part 1 and 2. Susan, I see you. I swear to God. It did not take me 5 minutes, okay? I just had to remember what section it was in. Damn it.
Gonna berate you all night.
I know, right? But yes, there was a Jack Frost. I think it's a part 1 and 2. I think what MDV just released both of them. They got slipcovers and everything.
Nice.
Separately. I was trying to get them. I think they did it under their Rewind brand. But yeah, the one with Michael Keaton, that movie was actually on this morning. I caught the tail end of it. But yeah, I love that. That's such a great movie.
That
People
is a
don't really
good movie.
Talk about it that much, but it's a really good movie.
I don't know if it has a Blu-ray.
It doesn't. It's just a DVD.
Really?
Pretty sure. I've tried to look for it in the past.
Who has rights to that? Who can I write a letter to?
Well, you got your phone ready, don't you? Just look at it.
I'm doing it
just
right
a
now.
DVD version. That's all there is there.
That's how Jody got the movie remote control. Is that we're on the stream live, and he's like, "That's it, I'm getting it." Click, click, click. And then that's it. Did you
It's
get the
Warner
movie too?
Brothers. It's Warner Brothers. How does Warner Brothers not release that on Blu-ray yet?
They don't see it as making profit. They won't make it.
Is it on HBO Max?
I'm not sure.
Let's find out.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. I believe Warner Brothers is the one that's like really scaled back their physical media division.
Yeah, they have, especially the whole Warner
Archives.
archive thing.
Yeah.
Yep, it's on HBO Max.
It
There
is.
you go.
It is on HBO Max, which
Well,
in
here's-
HD 5.1, so
So they could.
better than your standard Blu or DVD. So
Here's probably why they haven't. The budget on the movie was $85 million, and it made worldwide 34. So
Yeah.
shit.
Ooh. Yeah, but you know what? that shouldn't be the issue, because if you really think about it, movies that have 4Ks now flopped at frickin' box office and then became popular after they came out to physical media.
Yeah.
Well, hell,
Howard the Duck.
look what's going on with MacGruber right now. He got his own. He got his own show on Peacock.
Really?
Oh
yes.
yeah,
it's gonna be a series.
I was getting ready to say that's about what West Side Story's doing right now.
Yeah,
had like $100 million budget, and it's made about 20.
Wasn't it? It was supposed to be
because nobody wants it.
Everybody was praising it though, weren't they? Like the critics and everybody that saw it, everybody was praising it.
Well, I'm sure they're just going to kiss his ass, but it's
it's Spielberg. So.
Yeah. But nobody wants it because it's a remake, and I don't care.
The original was good enough. I don't understand.
And now Spider-Man comes along a week later. It's just going to clean house with everything all year long, and probably the past 2 years.
And doesn't Matrix come out this week?
22nd. Yep.
Yeah, 22nd. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen there.
I am too. I'm really scared.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna turn on HBO Max.
I am too.
Yeah.
See, I'm always excited about the movies. Nobody is. I'm excited for Licorice Pizza. See, that's.
I want to see that too.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to look at the trailer for that one because that does not sound familiar.
It's kind of got the vibe like Adventureland.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a P.T. Anderson movie. I've talked about it many times.
Okay. It's called Licorice Pizza?
Paul Thomas Anderson. He goes by Paul Thomas Anderson now. I grew when I was younger, like during Boogie Nights era, he always went by P.T. Anderson, at least on his trailers was P.T. And then around There Might Be Blood, he switched to Paul Thomas Anderson for some weird reason. I don't know why he did that. But it looks good. Looks kind of takes place in the 70s. It looks like. I haven't tried to look into it too deep because I just kind of want to go see it fresh and not. Not.
Anybody here a fan of the movie Sucker Punch?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
I liked it.
I didn't really care for it.
It was interesting.
Then why did you bring it up? Now you had my
because I wanted to know who actually likes it.
You lured me in. That was a trick question.
It was Zack Snyder's I don't know, it was a different movie. Zack Snyder had never done something like that before, and he came out with it, and the action scenes and the preview looked really good, but then when he got into it, it was just like I was expecting more, but still good.
It was good, but the watching the trailers and stuff, I was expecting a lot more out of it.
Yeah.
Susan watched the Matrix live stream last night.
Huh? No, the premiere.
Premiere stream.
As in the red carpet event type of stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't see where they're going with it. I've watched they got like 3 trailers out now, 2 or 3 trailers.
Well,
it's like one of those things where it's like, is it going to be as good when you first watched it? Like, is it a character in a genre or series of movies that you're trying to keep alive, but it really is not going to be that good, so it's just going to ruin the first 3?
The trilogy went downhill. It's not like they ended on a high note for me, so I don't know why we need to. I don't know.
Maybe it's supposed to redeem it. I don't know.
I'm just getting
have what's his face into it either, and it's
I don't know why they left him out. They gave him Lawrence? A younger. They threw a younger guy in there to be him. Like, okay, but everybody else is.
They look similar. Like honestly, they look exactly alike, and I was like, he's not in it, but they got him to look alike to join the movie.
Yeah,
probably portray him as his son. Who knows?
I was going to ask you, Jody, did you get are you going to get the Shaw Scope Arrow release?
Oh, I got.
I figured
I got it. Yeah,
of course.
I haven't opened it.
What about the RoboCop Arrow release? I saw one of y'all posted that.
Yeah.
Oh, the 4K that's coming out next.
I've got the Blu-ray they did, but now I hate that Arrow's doing this. They're just taking the same, even the limited hard boxes. They're just taking the same package and throwing in the 4K disc. They're not giving us anything new.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like with the Tremors. Yeah,
I was about to say.
Yeah, at least that.
Never been a box set. Never been a 4K release. Hell, they did. They knocked out the park.
Well, no, but I mean, they did the same thing with this. Like, this has a Blu-ray that looks the same freaking thing, and to me, that's a little misleading because then people thinking they're buying the actual 4K, and it's the Blu-ray.
Yeah,
because that happened to me twice.
Yeah.
Oh, did it? No.
They did the same thing with what was it? Hills Have Eyes. Is that what they did?
Yeah, they did that in Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn, and all they're doing is just slapping a disc and slapping a sticker on the front.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're gonna update the disc, just update everything. Give me everything new. At least make it worth it to buy. I don't see a lot of collectors buying it all over again, the whole package, just to get a new disc.
Luckily, I didn't buy the one that came out, the recent one that they did. So me getting this 4K would actually be okay for me because I wouldn't be double dipping.
A lot of people that bought the Blu-ray, especially RoboCop, I'm pretty sure it's sold out fairly quickly. So, you got people that are like, oh, cool, I get to get it. I get a chance to get it now, and it's 4K. But then you got everybody else that jumped on the Blu-ray, and they're like, well, I don't want to buy the whole damn thing again. Yeah. Give me an option to mail me the 4K disc. How about that? I'll send you $5 in an envelope, and you send me the 4K
trade-in value. You have a trade-in value of $10. You spend an extra $5, and then you get the 4K disc. Okay, sure.
What Susan's saying about the Matrix?
So the director said it came from a place of grief.
Oh.
No.
Well, because I think I remember
Keaton on her period or something.
Sounds depressing.
Damn. No, but Keanu was actually recently on the Graham Norton show talking about like how did Neo come back? Like how did you get sucked into even wanting to do it? Basically. And since it was the same person who did The Matrix, wrote the script and all that stuff, he said that he read it, of course, and fell in love with the story and was like, okay, I am on board. Because before he read it, she had asked him, how do you feel about doing another Matrix movie? And he goes, well, isn't Neo dead? And she said, or is he?
I know the third one ended. He was obviously dead, I think. But it ended with...
No, he was alive. He got blinded, though. But I don't think he died, though. I don't think he died.
I don't remember that. They may have played it off like it could have gone either way.
It's been a while since I've watched it. So that's how memorable it was.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, it just went downhill. But I mean, it ended with the fact that the Matrix was pretty much being rebooted.
Yeah, and he was the sacrifice.
And so I feel like all this is it's been rebooted, and they're back in there, and now they're just trying to wake him up again.
Basically, just like, hey, remember, this is what happened before.
It's like, but why do we need that? I don't understand why we need that.
Well, until we watch the movie, can't really.
I know. I'm gonna give it a try.
I am too.
They could have picked a different release date, not the same week as Spider-Man: No Way Home.
They fucked themselves hard on that one. Yeah.
Well, before they said that John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 were going to come out the same day.
They were supposed to.
Pre-COVID. Yeah, and COVID.
And I don't even think they started John Wick 4.
And that's my other problem with this Matrix. That's just John Wick, and I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that.
That's true. They should have trimmed his hair.
Yeah, they should have. Get rid of the beard, even though he looks weird without a beard. We saw that in Bill and Ted.
Oh my God, he looks fatter in the face.
He looks so weird.
He looked like a young Professor Snape. If they ever make another Harry Potter, he could play young Professor Snape.
He could.
That's insane.
That's another
just dye his hair a little bit more darker.
Yeah. I was thinking about that earlier. You could kind of count those movies.
Harry Potter, because they have Christmas in them. Yeah.
First day of New Year's, they're doing a Return to Hogwarts, and Daniel Radcliffe, Animal Watson, and what's his face, the redhead's coming back for
Weasley
special.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm hope that was kind of random. Like I don't remember seeing any advertisements or anything for that, and then it just dropped it like last month, and I was like, okay.
Didn't it turn 20 years old already now?
Yeah, it's the 20th anniversary of.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! Don't that make you guys feel old?
It does.
I feel old every day.
I remember.
Same here. My body feels old.
Remember the second one, Chamber of Secrets. I think my parents got for me for Easter. And I remember going out in my living room, seeing that for VHS, just sitting right there in my dad's recliner. And God, I was like 9 years old.
I do have a favorite film of the Harry Potter franchise, and mine's Goblet of Fire. Because before that, it was Prisoner of Azkaban. Then it became Goblet of Fire right after.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
don't
I
have
like
one.
kind of them collectively. I can't really say.
I do like them the
Yep.
further they go because you could just tell that when it started, they were really kind of
Trying to
pushing it
keep it going.
toward kids. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of the things that would happen, they would just kind of tell you again, hey, this is why that happened. You know, because kids are trying to watch it, they don't understand. So as they went on, I appreciated the fact that it became a lot more mature.
Well, it's funny because talking about like say dark kid movies and stuff. I mean, think about Return to Oz.
That movie fucked me up, man.
I mean,
it's on Disney Plus, and I'm shocked that it is.
They have a good portion of their like old stuff on there though. That like Old Yeller's on there, and what's another one? Swiss Family Robinson, both versions.
Yeah, I need to watch the Blu-ray of Return to Oz to see if they edited anything out because Disney's starting.
I have it.
I do too. They've done that with some of their stuff.
Have you guys looked at the on Disney Plus the actual cover to it?
Yes, it's terrifying.
Freaks me out.
Yeah, I had a steelbook made for it. Hold on,
and I'm like,
you had a steelbook made?
Yeah, I had a steelbook made for Return to Oz.
I was about to mention something about that.
Come out of the thing. Ah. Oh wait, no, that's not going to come out like that. Whoops. After all my customs, I put in like complete cover. But yeah, I had this one made.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's cool.
And
that's really cool. What is the back? Yeah,
it's like a drawing of all the heads that the Queen wears.
Dude.
That's right, the Queen wears heads.
Yeah, I really want to watch
that
this now.
It's haunting, man.
I like stuff that's haunting. Yeah.
It's basically just a dark story of Dorothy reliving Oz in a way.
Oh, it's Dorothy going back.
Basically.
But it's not like the girl that plays Dorothy is what's her name? Yes.
She played Adam Sandler's girlfriend in The Waterboy.
Yes, and she was in Craft.
Yes, she was in The Craft.
Oh,
but like
that's who that is. Okay.
It's a sequel, but nothing is the same. Like the Tin Man is this little guy. The lion is literally Scarecrow is terrifying looking. Yeah. There's a skinny ass dude with a pumpkin head. But I
think that's supposed to be their Scarecrow.
Oh yeah. No. Scarecrow turns out to be the King of Oz in the end of it. She's just trying to figure it.
I have to see now. I got to rewatch it because I didn't remember it.
It is. Like that. I mean, it opens with Dorothy being put in an insane asylum.
Yeah.
Because she keeps telling people that all this really happened, and she has a pet chicken. Why, we don't know. Well, there is a point. There is a point at the end. You learn why she had a pet chicken.
Mm-hmm.
But fun fact: when you watch this movie, tell me the main bad guy in the movie, they're using the same exact voice modification that they used for Kylo Ren. It's the same voice.
Really?
It's hilarious. He started talking. I went.
See now when we're done with this, now I gotta watch it. What did that person say there, John? It's kind of hard to read.
I saw it as a kid. All the movies were dark. Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, Oz, Never Ending Story, Excalibur.
I remember that. Excalibur.
Never Ending Story is awesome.
Excalibur was a cool one too.
That was a pretty dark one. Gosh, this
it's funny.
Scarred you when you were kids.
Well, the fact that they mentioned Excalibur, there's a movie that I really enjoy. I think it's Fox Family, but Disney now owns it, or it might be Disney in general. But Kid in King Arthur's Court.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I remember that.
Yeah, you just don't.
I thought that was fun.
You just don't get those kid adventure movies anymore quite like you did.
No,
in the
not
80s
anymore, not like that.
And some in the 90s, but mostly in the 80s. You'd like Goonies and things like that.
Well, Stranger Things is the closest thing.
Yeah, they're trying, and they tried really hard with the newest Ghostbusters.
But I mean, Stranger Things is for the most part ripping off the 80s. You know,
it is, yeah.
You know.
I mean, in a way, it's based in the 80s, as in it is supposed to be the era of the 80s.
Ripping off's not the best word for it, but it's just it's paying homage to the 80s. So
that's something I wrote down. That would be something I'd like to see. You notice that Stranger Things has done like every kind of holiday. Like the second season was Halloween, the third season was 4th of July. I want to see a Christmas season.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Kind of like horror Christmassy, like Krampus or something. I think that would be very, very interesting.
They released a fairly updated trailer for the next season. I can't remember what they were kind of basing it around, like what season or what era they're basing it around. But there's a pretty lengthy trailer out now for the next season.
Wasn't it for the guy who was taking care of 11?
So there was like one teaser for that where it showed where he ended up, and then there's
Russia
another one
or something like that.
Yeah, and then there's another one where it talks. There's like in some kind of house. Like, searching for something. That's basically all it was.
It starts off like I think the house is in. I think it starts with the house in like is it the 50s or something? The family or something. Something happens in the house, and then it updates you, and the kids are together, and they're going to the house for some reason. I don't know where this season's going, but
I agree with John on the whole factor of they're really not doing kid adventure movies so much anymore. Kind of like Goonies was basically kid adventure. What was the other one? Super 8. It's not 80s, but it was a kid adventure movie. What was another one? Three Ninjas, technically.
Yeah, I enjoyed Three Ninjas growing up when I was a kid.
It could be just we're not kids anymore. We just don't see we don't see things through that lens anymore. So we just don't. I guess
what was that?
Interpret things like that. I don't know.
What was that movie that Seth Rogen did a couple years ago? Was it Bad Kids? Bad Boys? Bad.
Good.
What was that? Was it?
Yeah.
I think it was called Good Boys. But that was funny.
Yeah, Good Boys.
Was it Seth Rogen?
Yeah, he directed it.
Yeah, or at least he directed or produced. He was heavily involved behind the scenes. I know that.
He produced it. The director was Gene Stupazinski.
But I mean, there's a kids movie for us adults right there. So,
there's a movie that I enjoyed that was all Jonah Hill. Yeah, he did the writing and the directing called Mid-90s.
Mid-90s, yeah. Monster Squad, yes. Who said
Monster Squad? Yes.
God, I love Monster Squad.
Yeah.
So do I. Oh my God, that's a classic.
But have you heard all the news out of Seth Rogen here recently? Have you heard all that crap that him and Sarah Silverman they made the Christmas movie? But it was
I didn't.
It was they made a movie that basically made a woke Christmas movie, just shitting all over Christians and shitting all over Christian, Christmas by two Jewish people, doing this. It's like, and it's just like horrible. I mean, it got bombed. Like even on Rotten Tomatoes, it got like a 0, basically like a 4% rating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
is it even going to come out?
Yeah, I mean, it's on. I think it's on HBO Max.
Oh, is it streaming? Okay.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if they do stuff like that, not to even get ratings, just to
rile people up.
They just did that to piss people off.
Piss people off. Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that are like that.
Yeah, but how pissed off would you get if you made a movie called, it was called Christmas Inc. or
Christmas Inc.
Santa Inc. or something like that. And what would you do if you made one called Hanukkah Inc. and you replaced all the L's with like people that look Middle Eastern? That's basically.
Well, people forget that Jesus was a Middle Eastern man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the Jewish community wouldn't appreciate it too much, which it don't really offend me any. I don't care, but it's just with the Christmas part of it, but it's just not funny. It was just some of the stuff.
No, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That show called Santa Inc., what John was talking about, it's a TV show on HBO Max. It rated a 1.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
Wow.
So there won't be a sequel, is what I'm hearing. There's not going to be.
Wow.
I don't. Yeah.
Now I got to see why it's got that.
Probably what John said, just shitting on Christians and people don't appreciate it.
Well, and the thing is that if you don't like it when people do it to your fucking culture, then don't do it to theirs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand what
and I'm all for comedy, but don't be a dick.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the basic premise is Sarah Silverman. She's an elf, and she's a female elf, obviously, and she basically wants to become the new Santa Claus, and she wants to, because there's never been a female Santa Claus, and
Oh yeah, I think I saw a
that's the
trailer for
premise.
that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a full trailer. It was like a teaser trailer of some kind. But that was forever ago, I thought. It wasn't funny,
Yeah.
so I didn't think anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, well, if some of the people I listen to haven't covered it extensively, I wouldn't have known much about it. But it was just looked awful.
Trying to think of like some other holiday movies that I
No, I'm
enjoy.
looking back. I've got like a Christmas movie section, and that's where I pull out my movies from. But now, like everybody talking about like Die Hard and shit, it's got me in Gremlins and shit. It's got me looking around like, well, there's definitely other Christmas movies that just aren't.
Yeah, like I think there's a
That
Jonathan
wasn't
Taylor
that section.
Thomas movie called "I'll Be Home for Christmas."
Yeah.
Yeah, or Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas of the Cranks. That's a good one. I
That is
didn't
a
even think
good
about
one.
that one.
John
Tim
Glenn
Allen
grabbed
and
something.
Jamie Lee Curtis. That's a good one. I didn't think about that one.
I enjoy the stop motion animation Christmas classics. I have those on Blu-ray.
No,
The Rudolph, Frosty, and
Yeah,
Little Drummer Boy.
I got that steel book. That was a cool little steel book they put out for all those.
I don't have the steelbook. I just have the standard looking one.
Now, back in the summer, I found a couple of these at Dollar General, excuse me, and these were like these editions.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
I
That
can't
is
remember
cool.
what they're called, but see, they're like real thin. I thought they were steel books at first, but they're not. They're just like a hard plastic, and it's got like a magnet in it. It closes
That's cool.
and it opens up.
I think Ken
Like,
had something like that
Yeah.
That's
when he was
cool.
on with us.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen those before. I like that.
Dollar General. That's what was
Yeah.
it like $5 over there?
Yeah,
So
it
it's
wasn't
to say Dollar
much.
General. That's definitely a good
Um,
spot to go to find cheap $5 Blu-rays. It's like, oh,
Right.
there's a good
Yeah. Well, and with Ken, because we had Ken from Mid-Level Media on the channel before, but I'm not sure if it was on our live streaming or if it was a video I was watching of his, but he had one just like that, Dollar General, and said, wow, I didn't even know these things existed, and just was like, I'm grabbing some of them.
Green
What was that
Mile.
one?
The Green
That
Mile.
one's cool.
Oh yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
to have that one.
nice. Anybody
This
excited
must-
for Green Mile getting its 4K next year?
I didn't hear about that one.
That'd
That
be
would be
cool.
cool.
This must be
It
like
is coming
a.
out.
I would like to know what this packaging's called because it's almost like a style of packaging that they tried that just didn't take off.
It's Warner Brothers. It's like Diamond Edition or something like that.
Oh.
It used to be on the wrapper, but I can't remember what.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called now.
I got this collection at Dollar General. Had the Green Mile,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh
Shawshank
yeah,
Redemption, all in one like case.
that's
That's
It's a-
cool.
It's a Frank Darabont collection or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the one with Jim Carrey in it, but it had like a whole bunch of different
Oh,
slips.
Nice. Anybody excited for Liar Liar coming out to Blu-ray?
I did not know it was coming out to Blu-ray. I'm
Yes.
excited for that.
Shout Select.
Oh yeah,
Classic.
shout got it. It had a past Blu-ray. I got the past one. I haven't gotten
See,
it. So
I never found
I'm
it,
hoping
so-
I'm hoping shout adds some stuff to it.
Yeah.
Liar, liar. That's a.
That
I watched
yeah, I
that movie
love
so
that
many
movie.
times. I think I made one of my friends laugh so hard because I would like mimic of what he was doing without even watching the actual screen, like just moving
and
my mouth to what he was saying, do the actions and
the-
everything, and
the-
just die laughing.
The bloopers at the end of that one. That's probably some of the best Jim Carrey bloopers I've ever seen.
I know.
Yes.
A goose.
The water
you know?
A goose. Like what the?
Oh, earlier Dutch Film said the Monster Squad was a good one. I love that movie.
Yeah,
I
Monster
saw it
Squad
in
is
the
Monster
theater
Squad.
for some weird reason way back in the day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got like 4 editions of that movie. I love that movie so much.
I need to get it. I don't have it, but I need to get it. I know the movie. I've seen it many, many times. Just kick him in the nards. Wolfman doesn't have nards. Just kick him. Oh.
I've got that
Wolfman's
T-shirt.
got
Yeah, I've got that
nards.
T-shirt. It's got the Wolfman underneath. It says Wolfman's got nards. I found it for $5 at Hot Topic, and I'm like, how has nobody ever
Nice.
bought this?
That's awesome.
It was
Worth
great.
it,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I think I might be too
Yeah.
fat for it now, but other than that,
But
it was good.
I'm also excited for Lost Boys coming out next year for its 4K.
Yeah, I'm hoping it gets a good steelbook. I've got the one steelbook that they gave it, but I hope it gets a good 4K steelbook.
I have the triple feature Lost Boys edition with the slipcover.
Blues.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, I've not. I think I've seen the first one. I've not seen the second.
I've seen the others.
Diamond
They're kind of
Deluxe.
shit, but
Diamond Deluxe. I need to look into that. I wonder how many releases they did with like that.
Diamond Deluxe.
Somebody. Mike.
I wonder if it was exclusive to Warner Brothers.
Mike asked me back in the summer, the Mike Steelbooks and Blu-rays, the guy I do my other show with.
mm-hmm.
He asked me to find. Supposedly, he's seen some people up in Chicago. They were finding like a diamond edition, or I don't know if it's a diamond edition, but they had a Hammer horror like 3-pack or something. I don't know if it was the diamond edition or it was some Hammer horror. So there's been some oddball stuff come in there. I haven't been going lately to anything. I kind of quit going to Dollar Trees just because I was just loading up on stuff that. A lot of stuff that I might never watch, and there's stuff I would, but I just haven't got. There's other things that I'd rather be buying than that stuff, and of course it gets you good. It can get you good views getting that stuff, but I'm like, I don't have a room to pile up all that stuff.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, because my place isn't that big of a place, so I got to be careful on my buying habits in general. But I think the only recent one that I ever bought from Dollar Tree, and I know I shared it to both of you, and I think you even saw it as a post, is 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Pesci.
There's a Batman one out for Diamond Deluxe.
I just saw that. Yeah, Batman Returns. It was it looked pretty interesting.
Huh.
Yeah, I like to have all those. It'd have been nice. They probably came through Dollar General at one time. Yeah. That Batman
probably got to confirm,
awesome.
but I think next Sunday we're doing Seabass, right?
Are we doing something next Sunday? Next Sunday's day.
I wasn't sure because I know it's the day after Christmas, so I wasn't sure. Unless you guys want to wait until after.
I'll be out.
I'd prefer not to.
Yeah.
Week,
okay.
But
I'm going to be doing lots of recovery.
That's fine.
And cleanup.
No, that's totally fine. I just wasn't sure where everybody was at on that. So,
what about even the next week? That'll be like what? Will that be New Year's?
New Year's.
The
first is Saturday. Yeah.
Okay,
the day
first
the first is on a Saturday, so the second would be okay. Because I know the 9th we have Lana Winters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Then January 9th is going to be Lana. After that, I don't know. I need to talk to my guys from Pop Culture Corner and see about the whole Mark Pellegrino thing, seeing if he ever got back to them. And those who don't know the name, Mark Pellegrino is the guy who played Lucifer in the show Supernatural.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a possibility we'll get.
I'll talk to GCap. GCap I've been wanting to have on for a while, but he's had some scheduling conflicts, so I've never mentioned him, but he wants to come back on. I think maybe him and that guy he does podcasts with sometime.
Okay.
So I don't know. Hopefully we'll have him on soon.
Well, and now I'm in contact with the kid from Flight of the Navigator, so
that'd be cool too.
That'd be cool. I love that movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, I told him we're all fans. So he said that because the moment he saw my message, he let me know right away that he is already booked because he's barely starting to make a comeback in the public eye, basically.
Yeah.
Because there was a rough patch in his life, and now he's being better. He's trying to be more productive, trying to go back into the world of maybe going to Comic-Cons and, to meet people.
I've seen lots of pictures of him at Comic-Cons lately.
Yeah. So I think he's been doing a lot of that. So that's why he hasn't really confirmed if he can or not. And then Charlie Talbert, who played Angus, said he would actually be on with us, but of course it would have to be after the new year.
Yeah,
that's fine.
That's
so,
cool.
And I said, that's totally fine. So we'll definitely have Charlie on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure that'll make you guys excited because you both own the movie.
Yeah,
right?
I've been meaning to tell you, thank you guys for getting all our guests on here because I haven't been doing too much here lately.
No worries.
I don't do a lot of socializing on the internet, so That's one reason my channel don't grow very much, because I'm just not I don't get out there much. So I don't really care though. I just do it for fun, and I appreciate you guys getting the guests though. Yeah.
We always put you in charge of the giveaways, so it's cool. we make you deal with that. That's enough to deal with.
The first of the year, then I'll have to try to pick up some stuff too. But I know a lot of the stuff you get is kind of that free stuff that you get passed along. So
yeah.
So,
but Jody, if you could like put in a word with Ashley and see if she wouldn't mind, like maybe coming from a different approach rather than someone she's already talked to many times.
I'll threaten her. That's fine. We'll.
I didn't say threaten her.
What?
What are you talking about?
It's like I hear you. I hear you talk some shit about Beetlejuice.
No, don't come off like that, because then she definitely wouldn't come on. Then she would be like, all right.
I'll just spread all my Beetlejuice stuff on the floor and then lay down next to it and send her a picture of that.
Will you
want to come talk? You want to come talk?
Will you join us? Want to be a part of our cult of collectors?
That's terrible.
But yeah, I'm still trying to like talk with others.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to everybody for leaving your comments tonight. I appreciate it.
Yes, thanks for everybody.
Yeah, we've had some good comments. Wish we had something to give away. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nothing this time.
I mean, I could probably pull something out of my ass.
We're not going anywhere just yet, but I was going to say appreciate it anytime
people
definitely interact and stop by. It makes it a lot funner. If you're by yourself, you try to do something that's by yourself, and there's nobody commenting, then it gets rough pretty quick. Because especially for me, don't have the gift of gab quite as good as Charlie does. So I start mumbling on about stupid stuff. So I appreciate Charlie and Jody being on here. So
how many
help me out a little bit.
How many
appreciate you, John?
How many people have we had comment? What's our running number?
Probably,
if we were
probably 4 or 5, but I can't really tell how many we've had. I'll get on here by what it looks like. We'll probably have over 20, 25 people probably.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good. Off and on. People come off and on, and you can't really tell. It's pretty good. Yeah.
This time, and I'm not sure why I haven't done this in the past, but when I did the link, or when I did the advertisement here recently for the show on my story, I put a link so people could literally just click and then they would be here. Yeah. I don't know why I've never done that before. I'm an idiot, but I'm going to do that from here on out. I've always just said, go here, and hopefully you'll find it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And everybody here's seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, right?
No, yeah. I haven't.
What is happening?
I know. I haven't. I've been meaning to go. I was going to wait until I go with my dad, and we haven't had the chance to go. I got sick last 2 weeks ago, so just not had the weekend to do it.
Well, next month I think is when it comes out.
Yeah, February. Yeah. I'm looking at the steelbook. It's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I need to hurry up and drop on Best Buy so I can grab it because I missed it on Zavvi.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because when it dropped, I knew it was coming to Best Buy, but I'm surprised it hasn't dropped yet.
Huh.
So now I'm starting to get worried.
Yeah.
I've noticed Best Buy hasn't been doing their best.
It used to be on Best Buy, especially when it came to steelbooks. They would drop it the Friday that the movie came out, and because that's how I was able to get all the MCU. As long as I was just up Friday morning, I could pre-order it before it sold out. But now it's just they just drop shit whenever they want to.
Well, it's kind of like the Roger Rabbit steelbook, because for the longest time it would go in and out for pre-order and then coming soon. Pre-order.
And then when it finally came out, a lot of people got their orders canceled.
Yeah, because they didn't make enough copies.
Well, I think it's a mixture. It's a mixture of being stuck in the whole transit situation, all the boats out at sea out there. But I know a couple of days ago it was back up. You could order it.
But I have the regular slipcover. I wasn't really too worried about it. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice steelbook. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just glad I got the movie.
Does the steelbooks come from China? Do they come from China? Because a lot of times you see made in Mexico on
Well,
the
it's a
DVDs.
Disney.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it just all depends. I don't know if it would say on it.
Well, because if you watch South Park, they definitely say that Disney has some ties with China.
Well, they definitely do.
South Park knows all.
But
Well, now I can't find Roger Rabbit.
I was going to tell you, Charlie, that I ended up not picking up that Columbia set, that second one.
Neither did I.
I had it pre-ordered and then I canceled it kind of at the last minute. I was like, I don't think I want to pay that much for it. Not right now. Maybe if it goes on sale eventually. I like to have the matchup with the first set, but I was like, even for the older movies, which I generally like, but I didn't really like the newer movies that were on there. I mean, Bull was Raging Bull on there? It was.
No, Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver, yeah, excuse me, yeah. That was good for as far as the more contemporary movies. I would consider.
I mean, Stripes was on there, and Stripes I was okay with.
No, Stripes is great, but I wouldn't have picked that for a set like that.
No, and I get what you mean. That could have just been an individual release, and I get what you mean by that. Yeah, I think they could have done a better list, in my opinion. Like, I already heard that there is a volume 3 in the works already. And I hope that this one could be a part of it because it was on their list when they were doing their second set. And Fried Green Tomatoes was on there. And that's one of my favorite movies. I would love to have that get a 4K.
Yeah.
Damn. Did you see what Susan said?
What did Susan
say?
I heard from Best Buy manager that the Best Buy will not be selling physical media in stores in 2022. I think that they're going into that direction, just not there yet.
They're definitely, I've seen a lot of pictures of people's Best Buys where it's literally just that kiosk of brand new, of just new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I don't know why. I don't know if you guys follow films at home.
I do.
They're still selling. I mean, the DVD sales are more than what the Blu-ray and 4K ones are.
Yeah.
They're still selling physical media. And it's, yes, we get that you want to focus on your streaming. That's what the future is, whatever. But there are people that want to collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why not do both? I don't see that too much money you're losing on it, even though you're making discs, and which it could be a disc shortage too.
Yeah, and streaming services can have problems in general.
Yeah.
Like if their shit because their shit can get blurry from just the streaming, and it's all like saying, "Oh, it's 4K," but it looks like it's barely any picture.
Yep. And I think at least that's what for Scream they had a disc shortage, and I think that's
Well, I know when COVID first hit, almost all the stores was selling out of physical media in general because people were finally forced to stay home.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, what am I going to do? Got to buy movies.
That's what I was saying last week. I think COVID actually saved physical media a little bit, at least on the movie side of things. I think it put a little bit of energy back into it for a couple of years more. Now I'm not one of these people that was saying, "Oh, it's physical." I've been making videos out there as physical media dying and stuff like that. I wasn't going to do that because the thing is, we're for quite a while longer. We'll have the boutique companies, and what's going to happen is I can see the major studios stop making them themselves, but they'll start giving the rights out they'll start selling the rights to these boutique companies, and then we'll start getting a flood of all kinds of stuff that, like the things right now with Fox, it's kind of tied up with Disney because basically Fox had quit putting a lot of their back catalog out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, because Heat was almost going to be shelved.
Yeah. So I think eventually we'll start seeing them outsource all the rights and things, all this other stuff. Yeah.
Willow needs a 4K.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised because they're doing that Disney Plus show. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do it.
I mean, as a promotional thing, I can see that happening.
It makes sense. Get everybody hyped up.
Yeah. I mean, he's coming back, isn't he, Warwick?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He did the lead video, or he was the lead person in that video on Investor Day, introducing the cast, and
See, I didn't get to see it, so I wasn't sure.
Gotcha.
And it sucks that Val Kilmer happened to him and stuff that he couldn't come back as Mad Mardigan.
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome. They might have like one of those honorable deaths or something, of Mad Mardigan.
Yeah.
Very possible, because that's one of my favorites for sure from like childhood.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I mean, that goes along with like Labyrinth and all those movies too.
Yeah.
Where it's
What
like a
was
dark
that,
family film.
What was that recent Goonies announcement? What was it? What were they talking about? Where they're going to make a show, but it's a show about kids trying to recreate the movie or something.
I didn't hear about that.
Y'all hear see that? I saw something. Let me see if I can find it.
I didn't hear about that. I know that Lost Boys is getting one.
A remake or a sequel?
A remake, like a
Gross.
reboot almost.
That's stupid.
Somebody did that. Crap. I've got the Blu-ray here someplace, but somebody did that with, I believe, Indiana Jones, the first Indiana Jones, and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. The movie's called I think it's just called Raiders, but it's just some guys that spent like 20 years from when they started when they were like kids, like when they were teenagers, trying to make like kind of a scene by scene remake. Obviously low budget of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And they
John, you
finally
just
finished
reminded
it.
me
Yeah.
of an old movie talking about this right now. Go ahead and finish, though.
No, that's it. Yeah, go
You
ahead.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason because I sorry for interrupting. It was just you reminded me of a movie where it's a movie that recreates things because Jack Black, his character, erased all the movies in the store.
I love
and
that
they
movie.
had to remake them.
Rewind.
Be Kind, Rewind.
Be Kind, Rewind. Yeah. Here it
That
is.
was
It's
an
going to be
awesome
it's going to be a Disney Plus, and it says the show is going to focus on a teacher who helps her students recreate shot for shot the original movie. Why?
Okay.
Why do we
The
need
Goonies,
that?
though?
Yeah.
Like I said, they're trying to just bring back
What?
stuff that was
Okay.
good. And it's like,
Here's-
okay, it was good then. Like, we don't want to ruin our childhood and make something bad.
What
see,
would be
there's a
kind of
movie-
cool with this? What would be kind of cool with this is if, okay, this say like it's a drama teacher and it's like a project, but then what if they actually do?
There we go.
There you go. I love that movie. But then what if they actually do stumble across the treasure? That would make it kind of interesting. Like they're nodding the Goonies, but then they actually stumble across
the actual treasure.
And they're like, wait a minute.
Now, see, there's a movie
that'd be kind of interesting.
I mean, yeah, but there's a movie that I wouldn't mind seeing as a remake or reboot, so to speak, with practical effects. Sorry, not so much practical. It is practical effects. I mean, today's modern effects. That's what I meant to say. Is the movie Legend?
Oh yeah,
Tim Curry, Tom Cruise, and them.
Yeah,
that I wouldn't mind seeing.
That
Like
was a weird movie, man.
a Ridley Scott film.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of tired of remakes.
I'm definitely tired of remakes.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Some of them get canceled, and some of them still get made.
Yeah.
Well, what they've been trying to do. I might have talked about this a little bit, or I might have been talking about that off camera. I did talk about that off camera, but they're trying to do reboots, different than remakes, because they want to kind of reboot it for a new generation, and sometimes it doesn't really work. Because that's what they did with Red Dawn and and how do you do that with a classic movie? And they also did it with
Chris Hemsworth.
Crap. Nah, yeah, well,
Josh Peck. Yeah.
Are you talking about Point Break, the other one that's also like a Patrick Swayze film in a sense?
No, I'm thinking about a Sam Peckinpah movie that's made in the late '60s with I'm sorry, I went blank on it, but they remade it recently. I was like, how do you remake a classic movie? And it's just like crazy.
Well, but technically, John Carpenter's Thing is a remake.
I mean, Hollywood's done it. Don't get me wrong. Hollywood's done it for a long time. They've been doing it forever. They've made movies in the 30s and remade them in the 60s. You know, they've been doing it. But I feel like Hollywood of late is like they've been really devoid of talent. They just don't have because the thing is like I watch a lot of old movies, and I've been watching a lot of film noir here lately, and the writing talent for those movies is, I mean, because those movies had to have great writing because they didn't have special effects or anything. So the writing had to be pretty solid. I mean, not every movie was made back in the old days is good. There's crappy movies made too. But there's so many good movies made as well. And throughout the rest, contemporary, and there's good movies, obviously. I'm not saying just these old movies. I watch movies from every era, but I concentrate on a lot of the older movies because there's such a huge back catalog of great stuff to watch.
Here's a good question for you, John, because I know you like your classics, and I know that you do like some of today's movies too. But when it comes to like monster movies, example of King Kong, because he's from the 30s, and then you had the 70s version, then you have Peter Jackson, and then you have the Skull Island Kong. If you had to say which one you liked better than the other, that was just awesome for you all around, doesn't matter which one, what would you pick?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, they all have their different charms. I mean, obviously the original, I really enjoyed the original King Kong in the 70s.
1933 or the Jeff Bridges
33,
one?
33,
okay.
Yeah. And I can't really remember. I mean, obviously you have like Godzilla versus Kong. It came out probably in the 60s during the show.
No, that one, yeah.
Stuff like that. And I think they had like Son of King Kong or something. I can't remember that movie. I can remember bits of, but I haven't watched it in a while.
But I'm talking literally just like the renditions.
I don't know. I mean, I actually like Skull Island a whole lot. As far as like being a big action movie, I felt like that I felt like it was kind of what I liked about Skull Island, it was pretty violent. It had a lot of pretty violent scenes in it with all that helicopter sequence where Kong's attacking the helicopters and people are basically just being killed left and right. He's smashing them down. I mean, that was pretty wild. It's one of the Skull Island's one of the best of that whole series, really. And I'm talking about the whole Godzilla trilogy.
And
I would agree.
Yeah.
You know what? I would have to agree too. And the reason why I would agree, it's not so much the story, it's more of the visual effects that went with it, because they try to give it like an Apocalypse Now meets King Kong, basically, and I loved the filtration of the colors and all that stuff. And it just, to me, it looked way better. And I mean, way better than Godzilla versus Kong visual effects for the way it looked. It just looked better, in my opinion. Not to knock on, Godzilla versus Kong, because it was still a fun movie. But if I were to go by effects alone, Skull Island.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Between those two.
Yeah, Kong 76.
Jeff Bridges.
There's one. I generally like that movie, but there's this weird. I think it's got that weird like thing in it where they have like, it's almost like this weird like rapey feeling you get between Kong and
I know what you're talking about.
And it kind of makes the movie come to a crashing halt, and kind of right towards I guess in the last act of it. I guess it's kind of or maybe right around the middle of the
end,
movie
when he's rescuing her. Yeah,
and it's like really weird, and I'm like, sometimes that happens in movies, and I'm like, it just kind of ruins it in a way. But it's was it Jessica Lange? Is that who?
Yeah,
that's who it
Jessica Lange.
Yeah, and it's got that weird. It's not what it's supposed to be, but it comes off the wrong way. The way they filmed it, and because she's like kind of semi-nude in that dress she's wearing, because it's like wet, I believe, and it's strange. From
like the waterfall and stuff like that, I think it was like when he tried to kind of bathe her. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because I remember that scene because it stood out because it always made me uncomfortable for some odd reason as like a kid.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, I'm a kid watching this. And then, of course, being an adult now, I'm like, Kong, the hell are you doing?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much a classic trope that Kong kind of falls in love with the girl, even though it's
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast
but he
effect.
does. That's always kind of in the movies, but that they kind of take it to the next level, like they insinuate that he would, it's just weird. They insinuate like I don't know what the hell they were trying to insinuate, but it went beyond like this falling in love because I mean it was just strange.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause he
wondering what
kinda-
they're going to do with the new one of Godzilla versus Kong, because I hear they're doing another one.
I heard that one. Heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I heard
I don't know what
Destroya might be part of it.
But I generally like I'm a big fan of the monster movies, Japanese monster movies, for sure. The Godzilla and
Mhm.
what's the other one I have here?
Gamera?
Gamera, yeah, Gamera. That stuff's all right.
I heard Gamera was a talk too.
The later stuff's better. The Gamera, the early stuff, hell, they did. I actually had the Mystery Science Theater box set that they put out with all their Gamera. They basically roasted 4 of the Gamera films because they're kind of the early ones are kind of bad. They're fun to go watch without the Mystery Science Theater tracks, and that set they put out is just amazing. But I can't believe they put that set out in. Which I mean, the Criterion is a nice set, but
The Showa era one.
yeah, it's a nice set, but I don't really like the packaging because they got that cardboard slip case type packaging, and it's hard to get the discs out. You almost have to use something to pry the disc out of it.
It's funny you say that because I know that with the Karate Kid, it's a kind of a cardboard, but it's actually good, and they come out pretty good.
Yeah.
Like not a big issue with that one.
Have you ever seen the Gamera set? Gamera set? It's Gamera, I guess.
No, yeah, I've seen what it looks like. I've never actually had it in my hand, seen it kind of thing, but I've seen it advertised.
The Avatar set.
Avatar set?
Yes.
Are we talking Airbender or
no, like
Cameron?
James Cameron. This thing.
Okay. That's supposed to be coming to 4K next year too.
I hope so.
Oh wow.
That thing's a beast.
That is a beast. Do you have that, Jody?
No.
This thing.
I got nowhere to put something like that. You kidding me?
What about the Godzilla one, the Showa era one, Criterion?
No.
But see,
No.
they did the same.
No.
They did the same thing with that. It's easier to get to these, but they put them.
Oh,
in
I see what you're
sleeves.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a big book.
Yeah, that's what they did here at the Avatar, and you can't even see any of the discs in there. I can't. I'm opening this thing, and I had to pry my fingers, and I'm afraid I'm gonna rip the damn thing.
I hope the 4K that comes out next year knocks that Blu-ray out of the water.
I do too, and that one's definitely overdue. I mean, the visual
Way
effects, the colors, everything.
I mean, for the type of movie.
Yes. I'm surprised it hasn't been dropped yet.
That's the one. That's the one I was talking about with
That's
Showa
cool.
era. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember
And
seeing that.
it's the same thing,
Right.
book.
But see, they did this with the disc, and these you can't flex them to get the disc out, so you got to use something to pry it out. Which I don't have fingernails.
There's some pliers. Just pull it out.
Yeah,
But,
there you go.
I'm sure it's fine.
But the artwork's amazing in it.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
So it's a cool set. But I have a lot of this on a lot of the stuff already on Blu-ray that they had released prior, but you can't really pass up getting it on Criterion, especially with this artwork.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I was talking about.
With the cardboard.
I don't know if I was talking about it on one of my streams, but might have been on this one. But I was talking about how Criterion. No, I think I did. I talked about it on my video for the Citizen Kane 4K. But I was talking about how this, Criterion really need to get more consistent on their on their box style design or their packaging designs.
Mm-hmm.
They need to try to pick one design and stick with it, and just just make the thickness of the box varying for how many discs they're going to have, instead of going with all these different crazy designs and trying to do something, trying to be like real artistic, because
Mm-hmm.
it has to cost a lot of money to retool the factories every time they want to make or get a new style box made, or just the research and development on all that stuff has to cost them a lot of money. Just stick, do like Arrow does, and they for the most part keep it pretty simple with their boxes.
Yeah.
I think
But,
the only one that actually turned out good for Criterion box is the Bruce Lee collection one.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I just
That's pretty cool.
didn't. I don't like the thickness of the cardboard though. It's kind of flimsy. That's the only thing I didn't like about that.
It's not that bad. I mean, hell, 7 frickin' discs.
Wow.
Damn.
Damn.
Let me turn it around if I can. So let's.
That's like those back in the day when they had the X-Files each season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of y'all ever had those, but they would just fold out. They would just keep going. I mean, they were like this thick each season, and it was insane.
Yeah, I had the Dukes
That's
of
sitting
Hazzard.
on top of my Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I like the Rambo
How's
Steelbook
it-
collection.
How's
That's
it
for
going,
sure.
Sleeping Collectibles?
Oh, that
How
one,
you
yeah, that
doing?
one's cool. I got that one too.
I'm glad I have it, because at one point it was gone, and I was like thinking,
It's gone.
shit, I missed out, and then it came back. And it's funny. That's one of the items you can literally be okay with it selling out, but then coming back.
Yeah.
But other ones, they're just like, no, we're only going to make a limited number on. And it's like, hello, there are other people out there that still want to collect.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Speaking of big box sets, did anybody get Underworld?
No,
I did
I
not.
didn't.
I'm thinking about it. At least after Christmas, I think. It's like that one with Resident Evil box set that they did.
Yeah. Why is it that Underworld is still around, but Resident went out?
I don't know. That one I got on eBay. It originally was like $80, and one guy just wanted to keep the digital copies and sold the box set for $50. Like brand new. And I
There you go.
I got lucky and snagged it. I was like, hell yeah, I'm not gonna pass that up.
Nice.
Well, Best Buy's been having some deals lately when it comes to that, because it's been from like 60 to 50 to brand new, even with the code.
Yeah.
Susan said
Just depends on who you go through.
Yeah. So what's on everybody's list for collectibles
For next year?
for Christmas or next year?
God.
Well,
I mean,
I've
there's
got
so
that-
much that are out now that I want that I don't have.
I've got that one that Jody's already got there, that Shaw scope.
Hey, it's
I've got that
downstairs.
pre-ordered.
I'd pull it up, but it's downstairs in the kitchen still.
What is it?
It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
it's a
looking for
beast.
Shaw scope. It's they're
I'll run and get it. Hang.
Chinese. It was it's a Hong Kong movie company. They made a lot of stuff in the 60s and 70s.
Excuse me.
I think it's just a part one. I know one of the movies on it's called Five Fingers of Death. It's it's one of them that I haven't watched it in a while, but I think some of the sound effects in it's what Tarantino uses in Kill Bill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think
it's-
that's how the band Five Finger Death Punch came up with their name, was because of Kill Bill.
But
I
it's
did not know
a
that.
really good movie though.
Took me a while to
It's a
watch
really good-
those movies.
I like them. They're pretty interesting.
Yeah, I like them.
I mean, I like them now, but I was hesitant as hell because, I did like Pulp Fiction, but I didn't know Quentin Tarantino enough to know if I liked his films. I just knew that I liked Pulp Fiction, and I know he was in From Dusk Till Dawn, and I enjoyed that film. And right now it's shelved, but it's supposed to be coming out to 4K as well.
I don't know that.
Yeah. I haven't opened it yet, but here it is.
Oh, you froze! Okay, there you go.
The Arrowverse. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is
nice.
it? Is it 10? Yeah, 10 discs.
Yeah. How many movies does it have? I haven't even looked at the. I was just. It just.
It looks like 12. Actually, discs 9 and 10 are CDs. It's the music from a few of these.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I haven't actually went and looked at the details on them. I just seen Five Fingers of Death. I was like, I'm sold.
Right.
On Blu-ray. I have a DVD copy of it, and I was like, yep, I'm buying. It's kind of high, but I'd rather have that set than the Columbia set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just not sold on their selection so much to want to grab it, so that's why I didn't personally grab it. And I mean, honestly, I think I would have grabbed it if they had not put in Social Network.
Yeah, I think that was the one everybody was pretty disappointed with.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird choice, but I just felt like all the contemporary stuff, well, except Taxi Driver, I think all those movies were a little bit of a disappointment. There was like at least 3 movies on it that I didn't. What's it? Sense and Sensibilities on there. I don't have. I've seen it and don't really have any interest in seeing it.
Anatomy of a Murder.
Yeah. Well, that's cool, but I wouldn't call that so much contemporary though.
Well, no, I'm just naming off the titles.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the other older movie? Is Anatomy of a Murder?
I can't remember off the top of my head. If somebody wants to look it up real quick.
There's one more older.
Looks like Justin's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm being lazy on the computer tonight.
No worries.
Do you see these? Have you, Joe? Do you've been seeing these people that come up on here? This like Rebecca Porter and Brenda Norton. I've been seeing these on the last couple streams I've done. They were here last week, but
what is that they're giving out? What is that? Is it supposed to be a link?
I don't know what it is, but it's just I don't know if it's like people trying to advertise something.
Oh, people will do that on the comments, and then they end up getting removed because of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have moderators.
We don't have a giveaway this time. Go away.
Yeah.
You're just trying to comment
nice
to get in the giveaway.
No, they just put like a link or something in there, and that's it.
Yeah, I see that right now.
I just ignore it.
Well, I can't see crap. Let me see if this lets me see. No, that just... Well, wait, hold on.
Well, there's 2 different people doing it here, and they both got the same thing. VAWR tech.
Columbia Classics.
I think I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I was just wondering if people are noticing that.
Huh, okay.
It's just probably scammers.
Most likely.
If we had, I could probably block them if I want, but they're not causing no harm. Not to me.
Yeah, not to me. I mean, like, go ahead, leave a comment.
Whatever.
What? So... You just reminded me of Full House. Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
What was that, Justin?
So the movies in that box set was Columbia Classics. It was Taxi Driver, Social Network, Sense and Sensibility, Stripes, Oliver
Twist.
Yeah.
And then Anatomy of a Murder. Yeah.
Just in a whole, I love Stripes. Don't get me wrong. I love Stripes. I just don't know the 4K restoration of it. I don't care because I have it on Blu-ray. And
it's kind of weird that they have all those films and then Stripes is in that one. Like, I just don't like Taxi Driver, Social Network, and then randomly I'm throwing a comedy there. It's called Stripes. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
some random ass comedy. Then nobody's like, what? Yeah. It's still set on the board for Tommy Boy to come out on 4K, but there's no like definitive like release date for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jody, you looked almost like, really? You had that kind of look.
Some of these 4K releases, I'm just like, do we even need
Yeah.
stuff like that? I mean, come on.
No.
I can
Yeah,
understand
no.
for some
Yeah.
where it's like we don't need
But
it.
if they release a steelbook, you know you'll be buying it though.
Listen,
Or a custom.
Don't tempt me.
will happen.
You make me wonder what you got set up for you. Oh wait, you did show me what you were gonna have for you when they get made sent to you
Which ones?
for custom steelbooks. I can't remember the
Oh, yeah.
titles, but you had shown me pictures.
I wonder if they'll show up on the screen. Because we actually a couple of them we've talked about. I've decided to go. I decided to do some Ernest ones. Let's see. This is what I'm having done for Ernest Scared Stupid. Is this going to work? Kind of. Not really.
Yeah, I can see.
That's going to be the steelbook.
That's cool.
That is.
And then I got Ernest Saves Christmas.
That was awesome.
And then Muppets Christmas Carol.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then
Those
randomly,
are nice artwork.
yeah, I found good artwork, and then I've got one being made for the boy who could fly, because I've recently
That's
got that.
right.
That one turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So hopefully the print actually comes out looking
I don't
good.
know what it is about that movie, but I love the hell out of that movie.
That's one of those movies like I remember as a kid, and I'll forget about it for like 5 or something years.
Yes.
And then it'll just pop back in my head. I'm like, what was that movie? And
Oh.
finally, before it left my brain again, I ordered. I mean, it's only ever been released on DVD, but I just went ahead and ordered the DVD just before I forgot about it again.
Yeah, because I have, and I think you can only get it through like maybe eBay / Disney Movie Club and maybe some like off store, like websites, kind of like thrift store-ish. But is Mr. Boogedy.
Yes, I want a physical copy of that. They have it on Amazon where you can download it on Amazon, and I got both of them. They have both of them on Amazon. But I would love to find a physical copy of that.
I have, but it's only DVD. That's only fine. DVD.
I could fix that.
Yeah,
I was going to ask Justin. We haven't talked to Justin too much tonight. I know he's been talking some, but I was going to ask you, what's kind of your favorite genre, or what do you have a kind of a favorite movie, or?
I don't.
I know that's that's a very tough question for movie people, but
yeah, and I'd have to say, and I normally don't say this, but after watching No Way Home, that's in my top. Like the comedy was there, the drama, the action,
the seriousness,
the seriousness. It hit every genre point for me, and yeah, I really really enjoyed it. But I'd have to say genre. I'd have to say like action superhero movies. I really enjoy those. Big Marvel guy. I'm starting to get into horror a lot more lately.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Friday the 13th box set, and I've been watching that since July. There's so many. I just like
it takes some time. Yeah,
it takes some time, right?
Not for me.
Yeah. I'm
sorry.
But yeah, just trying to watch those random ones that didn't really like. It's on Amazon or something, but yeah, I really don't have a favorite genre. Just anything that's good, has a good story to it, and just puts a smile on my face. That's enjoy watching movies.
Well, there's a few people that I see that pick horror as a main genre. Like that, there was someone I just recently friended on Instagram, and I think I showed it to Jody. Where she's just obsessed with horror movies.
It's a good genre.
A lot of people are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to down it, but there's a lot of horror movie people.
Oh yeah. And horror is like mixed with everything. There's drama horrors, there's thriller horrors, psychological horror. Yeah. I mean, Christmas horror, Halloween horror, and like it's all there.
And there's a lot of stuff to collect too. I know there's a lot of kind of stuff that's like cosplay. For horror stuff, and
well,
they definitely go.
Go ahead, sorry, Justin.
No, it's fine. They definitely go in the cooler box sets for horror films than they do like a superhero movie like Marvel. Like like we were talking about earlier, where they'll slap the original movie poster on the steelbook,
Yeah.
and there's your steelbook. Like,
Yeah.
I really wish they could have like went into something cool, like design. Like, I think Spider-Man No Way Home or Far From Home, they got a pretty cool design. So is Homecoming, but
It's funny
I
you say
remember-
that. It's funny you say that because earlier, I think it was today, a guy I follow on YouTube, 3C Films, said that the people who are doing the new Scream movie, like promotional work and stuff like that, somebody who's a fan did their own poster artwork, and apparently the studio asked them, "Hey, we would actually like to use that for promotional use. Could we do it?" So the guy got paid for it.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some
That's
some
cool.
pretty cool posters come out for the new Scream.
Oh yeah. I just hope it's good. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Me
I
too.
hope it's good.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm not gonna lie, the trailer doesn't excite me.
Yeah, no, agreed. And that's, did you guys watch the most recent Halloween, Michael Myers?
The kills? No.
Yeah.
I still have not
No,
seen it, and I'm
no.
super depressed about it.
It didn't hit home for me. Like I thought.
I
Well,
heard
that's
that a
what I've
lot.
been
I heard
hearing.
that a lot. I really did.
And
And
you know-
and I've also heard. I think Jamie Lee Curtis said it. I think she's actually come out and said, "You're not going to like the next one." Like,
No, you won't. I honestly think that this might be just to, I don't know, promote the last one and make it.
I don't know.
And they,
I mean, they
have it
had
as
a
whole
plan. Apparently, they had a plan for 3 of them. So I
Yeah.
don't.
They haven't even started filming the other one.
No. And
Not
the most
yet.
recent one, or not the most recent one, the 2018 one, that was good.
Mm.
I
Oh,
enjoyed
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I like that.
I
one.
liked it. But the second one, they hyped it up, and the trailer looked a lot better than the movie did.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it
It was.
did.
I've
And
been
a
hearing
lot of
that
movies are like that, which is sad. They always make the trailer make the movie look better than what it really is.
That's why I stopped watching. I need to stop watching trailers. Like, it won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
True.
I
That
can't
does
help
make
myself.
sense. Oh, okay, you're coming out. Okay. No, I don't want to watch it.
You ever have you ever watched trailers for old movies though? The damn trailers be like 15 minutes long. They show most of the movie in them.
Sounds like a
Absolutely.
Netflix trailer. I hate Netflix trailers. There's
You know,
0 point of watching the
Divided by
movie.
fear, you know. And then
Yeah.
5 minutes later, it's like Scrooged, you know.
Yeah.
I remember those
Yeah.
types.
Did anybody actually hold that up earlier? Yeah, I think we all held that up, didn't we? Scrooge.
Well, you and
Yeah,
Jody
yeah.
did. I did.
Yeah, I got the steelbook of that one.
Yeah.
That's the one I found at a
I do need to get it though.
cheap store.
That wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me if that one got a 4K.
Screwed.
I think
be
out
cool.
of the bunch, Christmas Vacation's my favorite, probably
Absolutely.
comedy of all time.
Yeah. It's good
For
stuff.
me personally, just because I like the Vacation and the National Lampoon's
Mhm.
Yeah.
run.
Did you like Vegas
As-
Vacation at all?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
did
I wasn't
like
sure
Vegas
because I know
Vacation.
that wasn't a lot of people's like top list.
No, I liked it. I don't know if it's better than the others, but it's on the same level for the most part.
For what
I
it
li-
is,
I
yeah.
liked it. I liked it.
I just love the
I can rewatch it. I can rewatch it at least once a year. If I don't think I do watch it, but I could every year and get enjoyment out of it. It's just because Cousin Eddie, he's funny in that. It's just
Yeah.
hilarious. So they go out to
yeah,
his place in the desert.
Randy
and-
Quaid.
and he's cooking the chicken on the rocks and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was to me like one of the funniest characters to have, you know. And whenever he would do other movies, it would just kind of make you go, "Hey, that's the brother," you know, or something like that. And like the movie Freaked. Anybody remember that movie?
yeah.
No.
Yeah, because he's the sideshow circus,
Yeah.
you know, host.
That's another title that Shout needs to get a hold of and
Yes, shout, get it now.
Yeah, it's it was on Blu-ray, but didn't it get like
put out.
discontinued?
It has a Blu-ray. It's discontinued.
It's out of
people,
print,
and
yeah.
people want hundreds of dollars for it. It's ridiculous.
The only one you could find that's an import is in Italy.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I missed that
It's a
one.
weird-ass
It's
movie.
but I remember watching that on probably like HBO or
Yeah.
Showtime, whichever one it used to rerun. I used to see it all the time. It seemed like it would always have this weird memory of seeing parts, just little bits of movies like before I'd go to school, because I would like get up and like take my shower, and then I would like kind of like lay, like sit back down in bed for a little while, and then I'd watch TV for a few minutes, and I would always see the ends of movies or parts of movies, and that's one I would always see. So I would like to own that on. I'd like to own that on Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of movies I wish that got a Blu-ray that don't have a Blu-ray at all, like Sinbad's House Guest. If anybody remembers that movie at all. I don't know if
Isn't that
anyone
with Phil Hartman? Is that
Yes.
the one he did with Phil Hartman? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Love that movie.
Randy Quaid's went pretty out there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe
Hello,
further
he's
than
Dennis
out
Quaid's
there.
brother.
No.
And he's also
Randy.
what was it, like a veteran Independence Day?
Yeah.
Yep, he's the
Yep.
pilot.
Yep. Hey Miguel! Uh-oh.
Had to
I hear her baby.
have to
Yeah,
look
that's
it
my
up. I
baby.
think he's in The Last Picture Show. Am I wrong about that? I think he's young. He's a young guy in The Last Picture Show. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Jeff
maybe.
Jeff Bridges. It came out around 70, 69, 70. I'll have to look it up.
Speaking of Jeff Bridges, I have that movie Fisher King with him and Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a good movie. Like, very, very good movie. The only thing I didn't like is seeing Robin Williams naked. They didn't need to put that in there.
Ah. He did that again in that one movie. Was it American Dad or something like that?
Oh, did he? World's Greatest Dad.
World's Greatest Dad. Yeah, he like ran down a hallway butt naked.
Really?
71.
More power to you, man. More power to you.
Because the only time I think I ever saw Robin's ass at one point was a behind-the-scenes blooper of Mork and Mindy. No joke.
Yes, he was in The Last Picture Show in 1971.
Okay.
Believe it or not. Excuse me. That's like, The Last Picture Show is a great movie. If you've never seen
I know that title. I have to go look at some pictures, see if I recognize the film.
Well, John, couldn't you pull up some pictures?
Yeah, I have it up right now. Hang on a second. I've just got to share it. Oh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
That's the poster.
Interesting.
Sybil Shepherd's in it.
Oh, nice. And it's a black and white film, or?
Yeah, I think it was in black and white. Cloris Leachman's in it.
Cloris Leachman, I know her.
Jeff Bridges, of course.
Nice, okay.
Oh,
Randy
I think
Quaid.
I've seen this. Okay.
And what's this one called again?
The Last Picture Show.
The Last Picture Show. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, it's a really excellent movie.
I know we would play the trailer, but John said that he got in trouble last time we tried to do this.
Ah.
Yeah,
I can probably get away with playing it with no sound here.
Yeah, I think that's what we did last time. It played, but it didn't have sound.
We didn't have sound, but like it still gave him a copyright strike.
Oh, this will, because it's Disney. We're gonna get shut the hell down right now.
Yeah, definitely agree. Yeah, the Boba Fett though, that looks good. I'm not gonna lie, that looks good.
It looks very interesting. I'm very interested in watching that.
Like, I enjoyed the hell out of The Mandalorian. To me, it was like a Western meets sci-fi in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I loved about it.
Well, that's what Star Wars was, so.
That's true.
No.
I don't know if I'd call the other ones as Westerns, though.
The originals was certainly, that's what he's going for.
Yeah, but Return of the Jedi, you got like Jabba in them, and that's more mafia type of style.
Yeah, but that's what he intended on. It was kind of a Western. A Western mixed with like I guess like the samurai movies.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Um,
That's something that's on Disney Plus that I've actually started watching was these different Star Wars episodes where like some of it's anime and then some of it's like a different type of animation in general, whether it's a CGI or Japanese animation or whatever it may be, but they looked good. I've only seen like 2 episodes.
I think I saw a trailer on that.
It's cool though. I haven't finished What If.
It's
I haven't even started it.
I tried watching.
I don't know. I mean, it's worth a watch, but I wouldn't. It's not as hype.
Even Justin's like, ah.
I just watched the first episode of Hawkeye tonight.
It's good. That's good.
That's what I keep hearing. I've just been slacking.
I'll try to watch Hawkeye because I was hesitant to watch Loki, and the moment I started watching Loki, I was hooked.
Yeah. Loki was good. Hawkeye has that Christmassy theme to it, so
yeah.
Really? Okay, so I'll definitely have to check that out.
It's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. It's just it gets very, very good from the future of the plans that they have. It's very good.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm excited. The characters that
you know what? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say the characters that they're bringing in. I'm excited to see what they got in store for them.
Yeah.
Well, I watched
before we end the live stream, of course.
No.
What was that, John?
No, I was just going to say I watched a pretty decent anime on Netflix the other day. It was there's a Pacific Rim anime. It's like called Pacific Rim. I can't remember. It's like Red or something like that, but it was actually kind of good. Because I wasn't a huge fan of the second Pacific Rim movie. Kind of the first one's so-so.
I like the first one. I mean, I like both of them, but the first one was the better one for sure.
Yeah, and the first one coming from Del Toro. He I didn't care as much for it. There was something about it, but excuse me. I know we're trying to get off here, but I had that on my mind. But if it's an excellent, but check that out on Netflix. It was a pretty decent anime.
Yeah. What I was going to mention was, before we got off, is that since we were talking movies that kind of went around Christmas and stuff, I wanted to talk about like some TV, which is like iconic Simpsons Christmas episodes, or even maybe South Park, or other, relatable type of like 90s cartoons that went around the Christmas theme. And I would have to say the very first Simpsons Christmas was when they get Santa's Little Helper. I love that episode.
Yeah.
Which year was it? I can't remember at this point. Which year was the year that Bart goes and gets the tattoo and they had to spend their Christmas money to get it removed?
It's early. It's an early 90s. It might be between 91, 92.
Yeah.
Possibly. And I could be wrong.
Yeah, I can't remember what year.
Early.
Yeah. I always remember that one. Yeah.
This is when Lisa's poking him in the eye. And he said, ow, quit it. Ow, quit it. Ow, quit it. And then who was it? No, it was Maggie who was doing it. And then Lisa came in and said, hey, what's going on? And she goes, and ow, quit it. I love that part. And especially with South Park, their very first Christmas episode was the best one ever. Now, the only one that was semi-close was when they had to go to Canada to change the law to get Ike back as Kyle's little brother, basically. Yeah. And there's a part in that episode that made me laugh so hard because Cartman's all pissed off with Kyle because he's like, we missed Christmas and stuff like that. And he's like, I told you from the get-go, motherfucker. And then Kyle literally just, and then Cartman's reaction. I laughed so hard. Oh my God. But the very first South Park episode, not episode, but Christmas episode with Mr. Hankey was one of the better episodes of Christmas that they had. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
I know. I know Charlie will roll his eyes because I talk about it all the time. But the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia Christmas special was really good. I think it's kind of presented as a movie. I don't know if it was a movie on TV or it wasn't in a theater.
Made for TV movie.
But yeah, it's hilarious. Charlie finds out his mom's a prostitute. He has a flashback to his childhood, and he's basically telling Mac about his childhood, and and like his mom, like these people keep showing up at his door and like giving him presents, and then they go upstairs and like keep giving him presents, and they go upstairs, and he finally this elf, like this little like midget guy, walks down in an elf costume without his pants on, and and Mac's like, Charlie, I think your mom was a prostitute. He's like, no, what?
Well, yeah, I know that we're definitely over our 2-hour mark now. So
I think to say goodbye, we should all just hold up what we all believe everyone should at least watch one time during Christmas, and then we can all say our goodbyes.
Yes, hold on. Let me
what everybody thinks. If you had to suggest that you definitely need to watch this one Christmas movie, this is what it would be.
I have it.
Yep.
You ready?
You ready? Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Right there.
Oh,
there we
all
go.
different, but good.
All different.
So Christmas Vacation,
there you go.
Christmas,
Elf, right there.
and Muppets.
Muppets. So everybody go freeze frame
Justin's
that.
Elf.
Take a screenshot. And if you haven't seen any of those, go fix your problem because it is your problem.
Yes, okay. I agree. All right, everyone. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for the people.
Thank you, Justin, for coming around with us.
Yes,
absolutely. Thanks for having me. I had a good time.
Yeah, we'll have you back. We'll have you back sometime soon.
Sounds good. I'll join.
Hell yeah. Enjoyed the time.
All right.
Yep.
Y'all have a good Christmas.
You too.
Everybody, Merry Christmas.
Right.
Have a good
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. See you.
Bye.